Hello. We came and we went hello and welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together we are Shaylee, and it's really great to have your company this evening. We have got the most incredible timepiece collection. We've got around about 4 different brands tonight and crazy prices.
Real great collector's pieces at fantastic prices and deals. We couldn't believe the deal on this first timepiece that we're going to show you. We've already put the details on the screen. I've got a feeling it's going to be the best seller in the show. We've got complimentary gifts with some of the brands. We've got brands like Thomas Earnshaw, where we're going to begin. We've got Nubeo, Cadola. We've got some
Aviate for the very first time. We haven't had that on Shop on TV before, so really excited about that. We've got prices from £60 up to £200. So we've got savings up to £260 off one watch, which is absolutely amazing. And we have got some real, like you say, real collectible pieces. What I would say is we will try to get through everything, and it's really lovely to have your company so early this evening. But if there's anything in particular you'd like to see, do email in to studio@ShopOnTV. But also, please do jump onto our website. And on the website, you will find absolutely everything. And whilst you're on the website, have a little nosy at the different prices and think about birthdays that are coming up. Perhaps there's a 20th or an 18th or a retirement that's happening.
Now, when you scroll down, you'll see every single item that we have available on the show for you. We've got timepieces that have leather straps, stainless steel straps. We've got silicone straps. What a great variety. Literally something for everybody. And we're going to get started straight away with our show for you this evening with a fantastic guest. We always bring you guest experts when it comes to us here at Shop on TV. And tonight we've got a very good friend and a great expert. Jonathan Waddell joins us on the show. Lovely to see you.
Fantastic to be here. What an exciting show we've got ahead.
What an exciting night.
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
a lineup you've got for us.
Now, as you said, 4 different brands, all with history, all with stories, and some watches we've not seen ever before, and some watches we've just got back in stock after a year.
Great heritage pieces as well that you're absolutely love. Now, when you look at the details on the screen, they are correct. It is £60 for our first timepiece. It's got a beautiful leather strap, but before we start talking about the watch itself, complimentary gift also included.
Crazy.
You're going to get this gorgeous pen. This pen's included as a gift from Thomas Earnshaw.
As a gift, and we're talking about Thomas Earnshaw, which has so much history, but I'm going to take you through the details. So the pen, metal barrel, beautifully weighted, and that's before we even start talking about the watch.
That's it. But that's your complimentary gift. The usual price on this watch is £250. Look at the saving. £250 comes down to £60. 169265 is your item number. You'll always need that item number when you're shopping. So that's your complimentary gift we're looking at right there.
So you're saving £190 and you're getting the pen included. And I bet that pen will be around about 50, 60,
Absolutely.
£70.
It's a stainless steel barrel. It's got some lovely details on there. It's blue and lovely rose gold stainless steel on there. Great pen.
Let's get to the watch.
Absolutely.
For this price, you'll be blown away by the quality of what you're getting.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's by Thomas Earnshaw, who has great history. His workshop was in Holborn. He was born in 1749, father of the marine chronometer. And what they're great at, Thomas Earnshaw, is bringing watchmaking up to date. So, first of all, this is a chronograph. So it's a full functioning chronograph there, which is a stopwatch built into the watch there. It has a lovely domed crystal, which has a sapphire coating on it as well. It has a stainless steel case, so a 316L stainless steel case there. And it's this lovely chocolate brown colour. Now, if you're looking at a watch and you're thinking about affordability, normally you'd see a printed dial, but not with Earnshaw. You've got a dial here where the indices, that's the markers for time, are raised and they're applied by hand. They're luminous, as are the hands. And the counters for the chronograph, the sub-dials there, are sunk into the dial there. So all the detail, and on top of that, and this just recurred to me, genuine leather strap, lined, padded. How much do you pay for a strap these days?
Absolutely. You've got such history, you've got such an incredible brand. Like you say, a leather strap, you could easily spend over £60 on a leather strap. How much was that strap we got onto your watch when yours broke?
More than £60.
Yours was about, I think it was about 80 or 90 pounds, wasn't it? You have got such incredible value for money. And I do like a brown watch. I think it looks so smart.
It's very much on trend now. And what's great about this, and this is called the Duke, named after Neville Duke, because Earnshaw named their watches after famous Britons there. It looks like that 50s chronograph, but you've got the brown strap, the chocolate dial, and often dials fade with vintage watches, so they go from black to chocolate.
Right.
So you've got that great vintage look, but with a watch you can wear every day. And I just want to point out something really important when you're looking at anything in the show. Everything comes with a 2-year manufacturer's warranty, everything. So you've got the full backup and support, and the strap, which is leather, and the pen, and it's a fully functioning chronograph.
And don't let the price put you off, because sometimes I think you see something like this at this kind of price and you think, surely it can't be that good. It's amazing. Get these watches home and see the quality that you're getting with a timepiece from Thomas Earnshaw.
The fact it's a chronograph for under £60 is amazing. So you've got a stopwatch. The fact it's got a leather strap for £60 is incredible. The fact it looks so good, and it looks like it should be 250.
Yeah, and even things like, if you look at the way the case is finished, around the bezel, you'll notice it's brushed. Then there's a little polished rim there. You've got piston pushers. I mean, as a watch lover, and I'm here to advise you about watches there, it has all the detail we come to expect. And think about this. Great first watch for someone, great gift for someone.
18th.
Yeah, exactly.
21st.
And because it's a chronograph, that's the stopwatch inside the watch, and as Sean pushes the top pusher, that starts chronograph. Think about it. Times cooking the dinner, times walking the dog, times the parking meter.
Yes.
It's always useful to have a stopwatch on your watch, and that's built in.
It's a gorgeous piece for this kind of price. £60, you will be blown away. But not only are you getting the watch, remember, you're also getting that gorgeous pen included as well. The detail that you've got here, the quality finish that you've got to the watch itself, and the gorgeous look. And I really think this is a timeless piece as well for any age, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a timeless piece. It has that lovely clarity and classic look, which we love in vintage watches there. And look at the details in it. I mean, even as the camera comes up, you can see that the hands are polished, which is fantastic. You've got indices which are luminous. The hands are luminous there. The orange second hand there, we're going round there. And just look around the edge there. Can you see that the final part of the countdown track of the chronograph there, just on the edge of the dial there, is orange, and then it's yellow.
So much detail.
Yeah, loads of detail.
I can actually see that on an 18-year-old with a white T-shirt, pair of jeans. I can see it in a gentleman in his 80s with a really smart
It works
suit.
for everyone,
yeah,
doesn't it?
Absolutely working. Daytime, evening, and £60. If you've got a really nice, oh wow, if you've got a really, that was cool. So that was resetting it. So the top button is to start it.
Yep.
Bottom button to
Top
reset
button,
it.
start and stop. So you can stop it and then start it again if you like not to stop timing. And then you reset it with the bottom button there. You've got a date window. And also what I love about this style of chronograph of stopwatch is it's called a duo chronograph. So at the top you have the second counter for the stopwatch, and at the bottom you have the 60-minute counter. So it's very easy to see those things clearly at a glance. And I love clarity in a watch.
And do you know what? Don't think this is just for the guys. I know on a lot of our details it'll say gents watches. These are completely unisex. If you like the look of the watch, it's the watch for you. It's a beautiful piece, and at £60. Now, you need the item number if you've not shopped with us before. 169265 is the item number. It's our most affordable watch on the show. I've got a feeling it's going to be one of the most popular.
And don't forget, it comes alongside the pen as well. So that pen is a complimentary gift with all the Thomas Earnshaw timepieces. Even at £60, you've got incredible. The weight to this is beautiful. It's going to write really nice.
And that's what we're really trying to impress people with. You've got a stainless steel case on the watch. That's a 316 marine grade stainless steel. The case of the pen is stainless steel as well, so it's beautifully balanced and weighted. And isn't it nice to write with a properly weighted and constructed pen?
I write so much nicer and smarter with a good pen. My writing is terrible.
But you know, there's a reason for that. Apparently there's a reason about something about you drag your wrist with a lighter pen. You need that weight. I have to look into it. My wife practices calligraphy, but she says there's something about the weight of a pen means you can't drag the watch.
My writing can be unreadable,
Absolutely.
can't it? You know, if I've just used like a cheap pen, but when I use a nice pen, I've actually got quite nice.
And isn't it always something really important that you use the cheap pen and you mess up the form?
Oh, that's it. Or a really special birthday card or something. It drives you mad. So don't forget that complimentary pen will come alongside your timepiece. £60 is your price tonight. You do need to shop really, really smartly for that. 169265 is your item number. And as ever, it's only as long as that stock is there. We haven't got thousands of that timepiece, but what I will say is do shop ahead for this and everything else we have got available on our website, of course, ShopOnTV.co.uk. On the website, we've got 4 different brands today, which is fantastic. We've got prices from £60 upwards. We've got savings up to £260 off certain timepieces as well, which is absolutely incredible. We have got some beautiful pieces. And when you talk about beautiful pieces, I always fall in love with skeleton watches. There's something about them that I just find so interesting. It's like you can see the heart. It's like you can see all of the workings.
It's exactly that. I mean, you're looking at a mechanical living machine, and that's what fascinates people about timepieces. And when we look at these watches, and I'm going to say an important thing about Earnshaw, they don't hide anywhere. So when you look at a watch like this, you can see right into the heart of the watch. You can see that this is a fully automatic watch. It's
for £80.
Skeletonized. So look as the camera pulls into that.
What is an automatic watch for anyone watching?
Okay,
what is
great view there. Now what we've got there is the rotor. So if we go and just move it slightly, can you see the sort of half semicircle?
Yes.
Now as that moves, with the movement of your wrist, it's winding the watch. Okay, so that's a British invention, the automatic watch. So think about this: you've got a mechanical timepiece, no charger, no software, no cable, no battery. The movement of your wrist will wind that, and we say to people, if you wear your watch about 8 hours a day, that's sufficient to keep it wound and take it off your wrist.
So you're creating time by wearing it.
That's right. And if you take it off your wrist, you've got about 40 hours of reserve which you've built up in that watch as well. But the watch is great, and you can see even the dial has been cut away, so you can see right into the heart of the watch and see it's a fully automatic mechanical watch.
It's like you can see that heart beating, isn't it, as it moves, and you really do see how much craftsmanship goes into a timepiece, because these are all hand assembled, aren't they?
You cannot mass produce a mechanical timepiece with a machine. They are all hand assembled. There's probably about 90 components in that watch. None of them work in isolation. It's not like a car, you can take the tyre off. They either work or they don't. And what we do with a skeletonized movement like this is we cut away all the unnecessary parts of the movement, so you can see exactly how it all works there. And each of these watches will be a hand assembled. So think about that. It's a hand assembled, fully automatic mechanical watch there. And I think when you look at that, you can see the beauty of mechanical timepieces. So people cannot question that this is an automatic mechanical Earnshaw, and that's what the collectors love.
Is it like the price is crazy.
Yeah.
Is it like a really sort of blue second-hand? It catches the light, it's like an electric blue.
Well, all of the hands are blued here, and what we do talk about that is that's an old watchmaking technique. Now, that in the old days, that was thermally blue. So you'd actually heat the hands up and they turn blue. I've seen someone do it. It actually takes about 13 seconds, and they do it by eye. Now, we've recreated that on this watch because it's a classical watchmaking technique, but don't blue hands on a silver white dial look fantastic?
Oh, it does look so
Looks really expensive.
It does, and like you say, it's £80.
Yeah.
Well, usual price, 340. Comes down to £80 on the show tonight. But on top of that,
you've also got the pen alongside
it's
it,
an Earnshaw,
which is incredible. And I can see this as a really nice, perhaps someone's retired, as a really nice retirement gift. Perhaps you've all put a bit of money together and you're thinking, oh, well, you know, if only we could afford to buy a really nice watch. You can tonight at £80, but you're buying a timepiece that should be 340. I know that would look fantastic on a lady's wrist as well.
Yeah, it would.
I think it'd be a really nice sort of business watch as a woman in a nice suit and a really nice.
It would. Well, it's actually a tonneau case. A tonneau is a lugless case, and it was made famous by Cartier. And that watch particularly, do you know what I think that would be good for? You know I've got a wedding in the family coming up.
Yes, you
have. My
have.
daughter's getting married. Now, I think that's a best man groomsman watch.
Great.
Oh,
that is a gift, isn't it? Now,
absolutely.
You know, if you think about that, and everyone remembers that gift of a watch.
We were just talking to a friend actually who's getting married, and she's like, there's still so many different things I've got to buy, and most of them were gifts.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that makes it so affordable and something so special as well, which is fabulous.
Yeah, and it's mechanical.
Yeah.
Go forever.
So,
now we've moved on to a third timepiece from Thomas Earnshaw. It again will come with that complimentary gift of that pen. It's weighted, it's a beautiful pen. You could keep that for yourself, give the watch away, or vice versa, or keep it all for yourself. £80 price point on this one, should be 280. And all the Earnshaws I love have a real story behind them, don't they?
That's right, and they are all generally named after famous British people, and I think they are great because they've got this history. I mean, you can go to the Science Museum and see Earnshaws in the Science Museum's collection there. His workshop was in Holborn, not too far in London from where we are now there. So you've got all this history of the famous name, but Earnshaw was always an inventive, a progressive watchmaker, and today they take all that classical history and put it in a watch that's sort of familiar but has some modern touches on it, and this is a great example of a watch that's a classic shape but has some modern twist to it, like the finishing, like the dial, and there you have that automatic skeletonized movement again.
That is gorgeous.
There's so much detail. The craftsmanship with these kind of watches.
The back is just as interesting as the front, isn't it?
Do you know that the exhibition case back, which is what you're seeing there, that is a modern invention. That came in actually in the 80s.
Really?
Because
Gosh.
before that, people said, well, I know it's an automatic watch, but when the quartz crisis came, one watchmaker said, no, I want to show people the beauty of the movement. And now we see it as something very good. Some brands charge a fortune just for an exhibition case back, but Earnshaw include it because Earnshaw don't hide anywhere. You can see that watch inside and out with your eye.
And the finish all the way around the outside, like you were saying, that brushed finish to the outside, the contrast of materials, that copper rose gold on the inside. There's so much work and thought gone into this, even down to the numerals are a bit unusual, a bit unique, aren't they? £80 is your price. The leather strap, that's another great point, is that they're really high quality leather straps.
Yeah, I mean, look at the leather strap there. You've got a padded strap, so there's an insert to pad it, so it's lovely and curved. It's lined, so there's a lining on it as well. You've got two keepers as well there as well, and it'll be like a lovely pair of jeans or a pair of shoes. What it will do is actually curve to your wrist, and a leather strap on a silver watch. It's classic, isn't it?
It is. I think that is stunning. And I love the silver and the sort of gold, like it's like a sort of bronzy gold, isn't it? And there's so many different textures to it, and then you've still got the skeleton.
And I said
face.
before, didn't I, in the show, about if you wanted to make a simple watch, just print the dial. No, this is not printed. And you said that watch looks familiar, but not quite familiar. Well, you've got Roman numerals at 6 and 12, and then you've got modern indices, modern battens there with luminous material in there. This is this mashup that Earnshaw do. Modern meets classic.
Love that, yeah.
It
the
works.
raising, the texture that you've got there because of all the working parts in the middle of the watch there. The fact you can see everything that's going on. It's just £80 on our show. We're going to be hugely busy across everything. Already picking up on all the pieces that you've seen. 502386
That's
is your
gorgeous.
item number.
I think that's
£200
possibly
saving.
my favourite, that one, I think. And don't forget, you do, of course, get that complimentary pen. The pen is absolutely stunning. And we haven't got a price on a pen, but I would say, feeling the weight of it, I bet you'd buy it for about £50, £60.
Yeah, absolutely. And it comes with a little slip case as well. So as you said, could be another gift, could save it, could gift yourself and buy the watch as well.
Love that.
Or vice versa as well. But yeah, it's a lovely combination as well. And Earnshaw, actually, they make some nice pens. I mean, you'd be very happy to get one.
Yeah.
I would be. And my wife uses an Earnshaw pen every day.
Yeah, beautifully weighted in the hand. That's your complimentary gift as part of the Earnshaw collection that we've got for you. It will be included, and as Jonathan said, you've got a separate little pouch, so if you want to keep it for yourself, I would. Don't be giving it away. But
It's
you could
nice
if you
to have a
wanted
nice pen, isn't it? And you do write so much nicer, I think, with a good pen. 502386 is your item number. £280 is the price it should be. £80 is your price today, and of course the complimentary pen comes alongside it. I absolutely love that timepiece. I love skeleton watches. To see all those workings, all the workmanship that's gone into this, they must have some patience, mustn't they?
When you go into a watchmaking room, and I've done that with Earnshaw, you have to be quiet because they're concentrating. And if you think about, and I've done this, if you think about trying to attach the hands, think about keeping your hand steady.
Just the hands,
just to
without
attach it,
anything else.
because they're actually a friction fit. So whereas there's no glue, you have to friction fit because it all has to move. So you think about that, then you realise the skill and patience you have to do to assemble a watch. And they are all hand assembled. And look, every time you move that watch, and this is what I like about watches, every part of that watch catches the light, from the dial to the case finishing to the hands to the indices there. That's what we love in watches at any price.
You could walk into a bar, couldn't you, and just get that reflection off a watch of a gentleman at the bar. But actually, I think that all these timepieces so far could be guys or girls. I think they're completely unisex. You've got a really, really lovely piece. Leather strap again, and £80. We've got some incredible prices, starting at £60, going up towards £200. There is something for absolutely everybody. So if you are thinking gift-wise, please do shop really smartly. Shop ahead of us on the website, shopontv.co.uk, and we have got a little bit of everything. So it's not all leather straps. We've got stainless steel straps. We've got silicone straps. We've got some really fabulous pieces for every age range. So whatever birthday you've got coming up, honestly, we've got the right timepiece for you. But we are moving on to another piece that just visually again is gorgeous. but nice to have a choice of colours here, and really, really nice as well to have sort of a choice of silver and gold or gold. You've got a real nice mix. So price on your screen, £130. Thomas Earnshaw again, so we are getting, of course, that fabulous pen alongside this. Should be 320. This is 300. Well, yeah, £320. You've got another really massive saving here. Tell us a little bit about this one, if you would.
So this is the Longitude, and it's one of the best-selling watches in Earnshaw's collection, and one of the most complex. And let me just explain something that's really important and pertinent to tonight's show. Thomas Earnshaw was known as the father of the marine chronometer, and that's what we use to navigate the world's oceans. And longitude is the problem we were solving, how to place ourselves on a map and navigate. And Earnshaw, what he did was actually made marine chronometers for the Royal Navy more affordable.
Right.
So they were about, in today's money, a chronometer before Earnshaw was about £87,000 in today's money, right? And he brought it back down to £12,000 because what he did was not one person made the watch or the chronometer, he gave it to a team of specialists. So one person made the case, one person made the hands. But this is what I love about this today. The Admiralty said they were so keen to get these out to ships' captains because they were life-saving devices that if you got a marine chronometer, the Admiralty would give you one free. So it's like the gift with purchase. It was like the first time, which I think is a fantastic story. And here you have the Longitude, named after that navigational instrument there. Look at the finishing on the case. Now that's a double level case there, very high polish, and I love the Earnshaw script on the side. The movement is a very complex, mechanical, automatic skeletonized movement there. And there you've got the beating heart at the bottom. Then you've got that lovely nautically expanded bridge over the beating heart at the bottom there. That's the balancer wheel, the tick on the top. At the top there, you've got a day-night indicator. So it's sun and moon, so it shows you AM and PM.
Right.
And then you've got these beautiful fleur-de-lis hands there, which are really highly polished. So the detail on this watch is really exquisite.
You've got a choice of colours as well. So we're looking at the caviar black at the moment, which is
proper
stunning.
luxury, isn't it?
Really lovely. We have a fine brown, which I'll just bring in as well. And that fine brown has a gorgeous brown leather strap. And then it has gold and silver together, which is
It's our only two-tone case tonight. Yeah, really lovely combination.
That's stunning, isn't it?
So much detail in these timepieces. I imagine if you're buying these as a gift, heirloom pieces at these kind of prices are spectacular. £130 is the price on this one. So that's the fine brown option that we've got for you.
And that could be bought for a sort of a 21st now, and then when your child is 21 could be a hand-me-down. That'll never ever go out of fashion, will it? So that is your fine brown. But then we have a third option for you, which is also a brown strap, but this one we have called our medallion gold, and that is stunning. So that's got a completely gold surround.
And that lovely brown strap.
That works really well, doesn't it?
Yeah, classic look.
The crowns on these are really lovely as well, really prominent, really detailed.
Pumpkin crown, they're called.
I mean, crown.
They don't just put a standard crown on there, they tune the crown to the look, to the watch exactly. So when you say Longitude, this looks like that famous clock, doesn't it? It looks like an observatory clock, the town hall clock.
Yeah.
And remember, Britain had different time zones. It was only the railways that gave us one time zone.
Did it?
Bristol had a different time zone for London.
Really?
There were actually demonstrations not to change local time zones to London time zone.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I could have been on time in one county somewhere.
Yeah.
But
I doubt
late in
it, to be
another.
honest.
Wow, that's
I doubt if
fabulous.
that would happen.
And again, we've got those fabulous blue hands again, haven't we?
Yeah, a real classic watchmaking technique. And I think about this. You've got centuries of watchmaking techniques brought into these watches. Those beautiful hounds, the excavation case back there, the finishing on the rotor. I mean, that's Geneva striping on the rotor.
That is stunning.
The detail is there through and through. Each of these watches are a conversation piece.
Absolutely.
And just
stunning.
remind us again, Jonathan, for anyone who doesn't know about automatic watches, how that actually works.
So it's a fully mechanical timepiece. That means there is a spring in there. Think about your clockwork toy used to wind up, but mechanical watches are very clever. There's a spring in there, a tiny spring that's actually, you know, very, very thin. But what it does is it releases the regulation of that time very slowly. So as that watch runs down, the rotor you saw on the back winds the watch with the power of your movement. You don't have to shake your hand around, just wear it, and that will wind the watch. 8 hours of wearing in your normal day will give you over 40 hours of power in the watch.
I love that, you're creating time. I love the fact you've got the moon and the sun face as well, which is so popular, but you don't see on that many watches.
I often say to people, and I've got friends, they look at these shows and they say, oh, those Earnshaws are amazing. I say, if you went into your local high street jeweler and said, I want a famous name, automatic timepiece, lovely leather strap there, and by the way, can I have a day-night? They'd say, well, no, all these features, you know, it's very hard to achieve this sort of feature set.
And the reason we get these amazing prices is because we sell so many timepieces on television. You have 3 colours to choose from, remember, and because it's a Thomas Earnshaw, they've very, very kindly offered us a complimentary gift with every Earnshaw timepiece, and you will get that pen included with your purchase this evening. So if you want to go for the longitude, 533753 is your item number. Just choose which colour option you want to go for, and that pen that Hayley's got there will be included with your watch. A £320 watch comes down to 130, and we include the pen. It's going to be a spectacularly busy show across the board. Remember, we've got lots of different brands to show you. You'll see them all on the website. Whatever you're shopping for, take a little look. If you want to drop us an email, if you want us to go to a particular timepiece, studio@shopontv.co.uk, drop us an email and we'll go to the timepiece that you want us to go to if you want to see it in more detail. However, we are going to change brands now, and this next brand that we've got for you, I haven't worked with it.
I've never worked with it before.
No.
It's never been here on Shop on TV before, has it?
No, not at all. It's a brand new brand. I've been working with them for a number of years, been writing content and copy for them, and I think it's really exciting. This is Aviate. Now, Aviate are an aviation-inspired brand, and what they do is they take the inspiration of the people, the men and women who work with aviation, and they create watches with that information. And this is the Blakesley. Now, Don Blakesley was an American pilot, but he came here before America entered the war. So he actually joined the Eagle Squadron. Right. And actually he flew Spitfires voluntarily. And then when the Americans came over here, he joined the American Air Force. He transferred over and he flew a P-51 Mustang. Now, actually he was based at Debden, which is in Essex, near where I lived. Okay, so I grew up near there. And what's interesting is he was a pioneer. So he was one of the first pilots that flew all the way to Berlin with the American squadrons, and he actually did the longest solo flight from Debden to Russia on his own.
Gosh.
Right?
When was this?
This was in 1943, I think.
Wow.
So he sat there on his own and flew all the way in those times.
Imagine how scary that would be on your own.
Well, also freezing cold, sitting in a tiny cockpit. But he flew this Mustang. Now, there's a famous series on television at the moment called Masters of the Air about Americans flying in the war. And the P-51 Mustang is this very shiny, sleek aircraft, the metal aircraft. Now, look at this watch. It's sleek, it's shiny. It's a chronograph there, but look how streamlined it is. And then when you look at the dial, it has that polished finish on the dial. So Aviate have taken the inspiration of those shiny American aircraft, those sort of very, very piston, like propeller aircraft, and they put it into a watch there. And it's a fully functioning chronograph, so it's streamlined. It has that metal effect there. And it is a hybrid mechanical chronograph, so it's a mechanical quartz chronograph there. So I love the fact you've got this great story. There is his P-51 Mustang on the back there. Can you see how streamlined it is? There's almost a cowl over the second hand there. The second hand, the chronograph pushes there are streamlined into the case there. So it's a wonderful story about an aircraft, but with a watch that's got a look, I think, that's totally unique.
That's a work of art on the back, isn't it?
It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
I love the strap and the details on the strap as well. But what a piece.
And the strap is designed after the aircraft strap, so it's like the seatbelts on the aircraft.
Yes, you can see that. And really like as well, over the crown, you've got this extra detail.
Yeah, it's like this guard, and then you've got the lovely pushers which are streamlined in there.
Yeah,
and then look
you can barely see them, can you?
And the numerals, the 0, 3, 6 and 8 are the same that would have gone on his aircraft. So they're the same as the identification numerals. If anyone loves aviation out there, they're going to love a watch like this. And I just think it's great, this idea of making a watch that celebrates aviation pioneers.
Absolutely stunning. And it looks like a cockpit, doesn't it? It's like you could be flying a plane and looking down at
That's exactly right. And just look at the strap, because I think this is really interesting.
Lovely.
Can you see the strap, which is padded and in leather there? And then they've done these rivets at the top there, those reinforcing rivets like the seatbelt there. So they haven't just said, we'll put a black strap on. They've custom made a strap to work with this watch, which echoes the equipment in an aircraft cockpit.
I love the fact you've got so many fastenings as well. So if you know, it looks like it fits sort of all and every wrist because you've got so many different fastenings on there.
And just an important thing is that AVA also work with a lot of charities. So they've done watches with the Royal British Legion. They've just done an edition with the Tuskegee Airmen, which was the first black squadron that flew. So we've just done, and the proceeds go to these charities as well. So they've got lots of involvement with current aviation and historical aviation as well.
There's so much detail.
Yeah, so much. 730085 is the item number, and a massive reduction again. £130 is the price you will pay today. The usual price of £285. A gorgeous piece, and that engraving on the back really tells the story that Jonathan was talking about. So much detail. If you want to start a collection, tonight is the night. We've got 4 fabulous brands across the show for you to start a collection at really affordable prices. Lots of collector's pieces, lots of items coming with complimentary gifts as well. So do stick with us. We've got loads to show you throughout the show.
And massive savings as well. You've got another big saving here. You're saving about £170 on this next timepiece. You've got £155 on this timepiece that you're looking at right now. 730085 is your item number. But we are going to move on to another brand. Which I'm not sure if I've worked with this brand before.
No, you won't have, because it's something. I mean, I've got one of these watches, and I've brought mine with tonight. These have been out of stock, sold out since May last year.
No way.
Right, so we've just got them in. These are literally box fresh, and it's a really innovative watch, which is why I added one to my collection. So this is Solvet, which is inspired by, think about California, think about the sun, and think about hot rods, okay? All that engineering, that exposed metal work and things like that. That's what this brand is inspired by. But like California, there's a really interesting ecological message because these watches are solar powered.
No way.
They are powered by the sun. So it's not a digital watch, it's a solar powered analog watch. It's a chronograph. And when this is fully charged, and in bright sunlight, it'll take you about 2.5 hours to fully charge these, right?
Brilliant.
The battery life, and I've got to rephrase that, the capacitor life, because there is no batteries, there's no battery to get rid of.
Solar powered.
So that's right, is 6 months.
Wow.
So on a full charge, you have 6 months worth of charge.
And it will charge in 2 hours in full sunshine?
Yeah, 2.5 hours in full sunshine.
6 months.
6 months.
Oh my goodness.
That's brilliant.
That is some
and what a
incredible
storytelling that is.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, these pieces are brand new out of the box, so they haven't been out in the sunshine. A bit like us, really.
They need to go on holiday. That's what we all need.
That's what we were talking about, isn't it? You've got 3 colour options to choose from. £350 is the price it should be. It's down to 180. Remember, we've never featured these watches on Shop on TV before. 494357. Now let's take a look at the different colour options that we've got available for you. I want to show you the neon option because it's so different. The weight of these as well is also fabulous, but if you want something a little bit different, this is really nice in the neon.
Well, remember I said about California hot rod? They're talking about really interesting, different colours there. So you've got this lovely neon pink colour. Now, these are luminous. I don't know if we can drop down the studio lights to just see if we can light them up. So but these are luminous there as well. So you've got some really luminous. And I mean, that is great because you've got the contrast, but it's a functional watch. So there's a sapphire crystal, 100-metre water resistant. Can you see that lighting up there?
Here we go.
Look at.
We've got to find the light.
We're focusing. Yeah.
Oh, our camera's off. Our camera's off for a wander.
Wandering off. Come back, come back. Here you come. And you can see as it catches the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Oh yeah, when you move away,
you
can really see the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Fabulous.
So the specification of these is really great. So sapphire crystal, 100-metre water resistant there, and it's a lovely solid feel, isn't it? I mean, the engineering on this watch is really beautiful.
Very weighty,
substantial
but not too heavy. I love it in this neon pink.
Yeah, really.
That's really different, isn't it? A solar-powered watch, as Jonathan said, it will charge up in 2 hours. And then you've got 6 months worth of charge on the timepiece. So this is your neon. Hayley, what colour have you got?
I've got the black option for you there. So that is your black option, which is, again, stunning. A really nice weight to this watch as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's beautifully engineered. I mean, you've got a sapphire crystal, a solid link bracelet. The engineering of that bracelet is really substantial. So you've got a fold-over safety clasp there. You've got those beautiful angular solid stainless steel lugs. It's a really substantial watch. It's a great watch if you're like an adventurer or traveller. And remember, because it's solar powered, there's no silver oxide battery. There's no disposal with batteries as well. It's a sealed unit. And I think what's great is when they charge up, because you've got a constant supply, which is light, and because you've got a good power reserve there, I found mine very, very accurate because you've got that constant supply. And what's clever is that whole dial is the solar panel.
Wow.
The dial is the solar panel, yeah.
I love that. So that is your black, and then we do have as well for you a deep blue, we've called it. And the deep blue, I'll put it by the black so you can see it is a deeper, you can see when you see, oh, have I got one upside down? I have. One's drunk, come back there. There we go. So that is your deep blue, and you can see it has got a deep blue surround, and then it's got sort of a more of a orangey detail on the top and blue on the bottom.
And here we go. The one on the left has just come to life. Can you see?
How funny.
Yeah. So think about, and I can't remember, I think it's like, under bright lights, you get like a day's charge in the first 5 minutes, something like that. So it's literally, doing that, which is why my one, I mean, sometimes it's in a drawer and it still goes, you know, 6 months.
6 months of charge.
I've got to say my favourite is the neon.
Yeah,
I think that is really lovely.
How great does that look against the navy on that jacket and the white shirt? But then if you wore this with your casual outfits, it'd look great as well. That lovely silver finish with the pop of pink against that black face. The pouch it comes in is really cool as well.
Yeah, well, what they've done, I mean, remember, no silver oxide battery, solar powered. All the packaging is lightweight and it uses sustainable materials. So we've got that lovely leatherette type of wallet. It comes in very small packaging there. You get your 2-year warranty with it as well. I think it's a really different way of making watches and of thinking differently.
Now, I'm sure I looked at the stock on these, and it's very, very low stock across the colours. So if you like the look of this, you like the sound of the story, especially in the pink, I might have to go for that.
Now, I'll be absolutely honest, we're virtually just at double figures, and this will go to single figures very, very quickly, and that's across the whole 3 different colours, so do be really, really quick on that. Back in stock, and hasn't been in stock, did you say since May?
Last year.
Oh,
May
my
23
word.
is the last time
and
I had
with us
stock.
here on Shop on TV. Amazing savings, should be £350. You're saving £170, £180 tonight, and of course brand new with us today. So do grab those colour options. I think the neon is fabulous. 494357 is your item number. Now we have another brand for you next, which we are again really excited about. Cadena, we've done this brand before, but it's a brand that I think they do a really beautiful variation, so many different styles of watch, don't they?
The packaging's really
Yeah, well, what we're doing is we're stepping back into the sort of swinging 60s stuff. We're talking about colour, and we're talking about designs that were really new, were moving forward. Now, Cadola was founded in 1946 in Neuchâtel in Switzerland.
That's easy for you to say, Neuchâtel.
Neuchâtel, Newcastle. Newcastle.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Newcastle.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. And it was a key part of the watchmaking industry. So actual dive watches were developed at the Neuchâtel Dive Club. They have those tropical locations.
Love it.
But we're talking about a manufacturer that never exported outside Switzerland. Founded by René Fouadevaux, and actually in the 1970s it faded away. He passed away and the quartz crisis came in. We've brought it back. But what we've done is brought back the heyday of its designs. So think about motor racing, think about yachts, think about the jet set, and all the amazing colours that we had there as well. So these are our chronograph. They're limited edition. They're all limited and numbered there. And they have that beautiful modern colouring. So I'm talking about the colours were really added to things.
It really is a fabulous piece. I don't think the details perhaps on the screen are quite correct. We'll just make sure they're the right details for the timepiece that we're looking at right now. You have got 3 colour options for this. You've got a mustard yellow, an orange blue and a tarmac blue.
Oh no, I think you're
no, this is the 1977. That's the right chronograph there because you've got that lovely cushion case.
So let's put those details back in. If that's the right price, my word, I'm blown away.
That's it.
£110.
Oh my word, it is.
So think about this. You've got this beautiful vintage box, right? So it's got this lovely, almost like 1960s racing colour box. You've got the presentation case. So you've got the watch on a stainless steel bracelet. It's a chronograph watch there, and you get the separate leather strap, and each leather strap has contrasting stitching. So have a look at the detail and the design there. I think they're a really cool retro. That's the word, isn't it? Retro piece.
It has got a retro look. It's got a real sort of 60s retro look to it. I love the fact it's got the 2 straps. Though it says from £110, that's what was confusing us. It is £110, so it is £110. A really fabulous piece there. Colour option wise, I'll double check with the gallery as well. We have got classic stone. We have a classic black, which you're looking at. And mandarin. So this is your stone, and that comes again with the sort of the stone face, your stainless steel strap, and a really nice leather strap.
Now
with
the
orange
other thing,
stitching.
whatever colour you go for, there is a complimentary gift here.
Yes, there is.
And these are so cool. We've got a pair of earbuds that will be included with every timepiece. And they're a brilliant little gift. I know you use them a lot.
Yeah, so basically the complimentary gift is a set of new sound, and these are designed in the UK, Bluetooth earphones or earpieces. So what you could do is sync that with your phone or computer. They work remotely. They come with a charging case. So inside, let me just turn this around, you'll see. You get a charging case, which is how they charge them.
Well, hey, take a look at this.
Party on, I tell you what.
So that's the charging case, is it?
So you put them in the case and they charge in that
Right,
case.
okay, fabulous.
So there's the charging case that we were talking about. They fit beautifully.
And you can operate them from touching them.
You?
So you can answer a phone call by touching them,
Brilliant.
move the track on by touching them. They're Bluetooth 5, so they're quite simple to sync to your Bluetooth device there. And that is the complimentary gift.
18 hours of battery life.
Yeah.
That's fabulous.
So you just got to choose which colour of watch you want to go for from Cadola, and then we'll include those earbuds for you as well. And that goes for all the Cadola timepieces on the website. Whatever model you're looking at, you will get the new sound earbuds that you can see there. So 3 colours. You've got the true black, you've got the mandarin.
The mandarin is lovely. These bright colours are really
Yeah, and I think what's great is that they've custom made a strap for the watch. So that strap, which is we call a rally strap, which is perforated like a set of rally gloves there, is padded, contrasting stitching there. And those colours were brilliant, aren't they? Those really bright colours, all the racing cars were.
That strap is the kind of strap that I had to replace.
And it was so
I'm sure
expensive.
it was just under £100.
It was about £90.
Crazy. So 3 colours for you to choose from. 311744 is your item number. That's the first one from Cadola that we want to share with you. We've got more Cadola on the website. You'll see the full range on the web, 4 different brands for you to choose from there. And remember, it is £110. It's not from £110.
It will be.
It's just £110. There's no froms about it. And we are going to move back to where we started our show tonight. We couldn't believe that we've got collectible luxury timepieces that start at £60. And this watch is £60, and it comes with a complimentary gift of a pen, not any old pen. It's a beautifully weighted pen from Thomas Earnshaw. If you're going for any Thomas Earnshaw, you will get that pen as your complimentary gift. There it is. It's a lovely piece, really nicely weighted. Now let's talk about the watch itself, Jonathan. It is a chronograph.
That's right. So it's the Earnshaw Duke chronograph. It's a new family of chronographs from Earnshaw. Amazing price tonight there. Chocolate brown dial there, which I think is a lovely vintage look there. Stainless steel case, full chronograph movement, genuine leather strap there. And I always say, look at the detail in the dial there. So you've got applied indices, which means all the marks have been put on by hand. Lovely shot there, Sean, because what you do applied indices, they're polished. So as you move them, they catch the light. The hands and the indices there are all luminous, so you see this lovely lume inside it as well. Then you've got the sub-dials on the chronograph, so it counts with a 60-minute counter at the bottom and a 60-second counter at the top there. Piston pushers, so you've got everything you want in a lovely chronograph. A classic look, and the famous Thomas Earnshaw name.
Now, let's recap on Thomas Earnshaw, because the history behind Earnshaw's spectacular.
Absolutely. Well, he was born in 1749 in Ashton-under-Lyme, and his fame was making marine chronometers for the Navy. So you can go to the Science Museum and see his work. His workshop was actually in Holborn, quite close to where we are now. And it's important, I'm going to say this because I think it's so important in this day and age. The Earnshaw's team are still in Holborn, okay, and you get a 2-year manufacturer's warranty with each of these watches. So when we say to you, this is great value, you've got the backup of a full warranty for 2 years on this watch there. And I think it's a classic look.
£60, which is incredible. Leather strap, chronograph, so it's got a stopwatch, a 2-year warranty,
Yeah.
and we get the complimentary pen.
Yep.
I mean, that's why it is so busy. You could have 2 gifts here, the pen being a gift on its own, the watch a timepiece as a gift, I think an ageless gift as well, whether you're shopping for a teenager or whether you're shopping for a retirement, someone in their 60s, or whether you're shopping for an 80th birthday. There's something I think so classic about a nice brown leather strap, and it's a nice dark brown leather strap, which is lovely. I love that it blends as well with the actual brown face time.
Exactly, and then look at the detail. I mean, lovely angle there, Sean, because the last sector on the chronograph there has got this lovely orange and yellow sector. So they haven't just made a dial and just said, we'll print a dial and put it in simply. There's touches of detail in that have gone way over and above what they need to, but we've made this. What we do is there's no Earnshaw boutique, there's no brand ambassadors, we don't have a race team, there's no yachts.
I love it.
You are our brand ambassadors, and we want the Shop on TV customers to get an Earnshaw and say to our friends, actually, I've got this watch and we really, really like it.
Great way to start your collection, isn't it? £60. Now, if you're going for the pen, you split the cost across both of them. You're paying £30 for the watch and £30 for the pen. That's spectacular. Usual price on the watch alone is £250. That means a massive saving of £190. And then we're throwing in the pen as well.
Crazy.
Isn't it?
The pen is stunning. It's got a really lovely weight to it. You just know it's going to write beautifully and really nicely designed. I love the fact it's got sort of the detail at the top, and then it's also got a screw-on lid.
It's
which,
like
you know,
a real
you're not going to lose that top.
Traditional finish, isn't it?
And it's got that lovely sort of almost lacquered effect on it as well. So it feels and looks beautiful.
Absolutely stunning. We can't quite believe that deal, and I think you're exactly the same. 169265 is your item number. If you do want it, you do need to please shop really, really smartly today, because we haven't got thousands of these, and this could be that perfect gift. If you are thinking about birthdays that are coming up, honestly, this could be that present solved, and they'll think you've spent an absolute fortune, and you get to keep the pen for yourself.
Yeah, great. It feels beautiful on the wrist. You've got that lovely padded leather strap. And the price, don't let the price put you off, because sometimes I see things that are such good prices and I think, can't be that good. This is that good. 2-year warranty included as well. And a watch from Thomas Earnshaw with amazing heritage and history. Really busy on this now. If you want to shop with us, you need the item number 169265.
And it is so easy as well to order with us. So if you are ordering for the very first time and you think, is it really as easy as it looks? I would like to get that timepiece before it sells out. Have a little look at this, because it's as easy as this.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV. At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly, conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service, every step of the way from design to dispatch. Our nightly live broadcast is your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So, when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
and welcome to Shop on TV. It's really great to have your company. We've got ITV1 with us, we've got STV with us as well, and we've got an amazing couple of hours of fantastic timepieces still to come.
Yeah, great timepieces from 4 different brands. We've got Cadola, we've got Nebeo, we've got 2 new brands that we've never done before. These are collector's pieces, luxury timepieces at the most affordable prices.
Some of the most affordable prices we've seen. So from £60 up to 200. So we've got something for absolutely everybody. If you've got birthdays coming up, some have got complimentary gifts as well. Even the £60 timepiece has a complimentary gift, and you have got leather straps, stainless steel straps, and real nice history and story behind all the pieces.
There really is something for everyone. You can check out the whole collection on the website. When you go to the website, if you see anything you'd like us to bring forward in the show, just drop us an email and we'll happily do that. studio@shopontv.co.uk. But we're not alone. Bringing us the history, the heritage and the experience when it comes to watches. And a good friend of ours, Jonathan Bordell, joins us. Lovely to see you once again.
Fantastic to be here, and what amazing watches tonight.
What a range.
Yeah, and it's a real passion of yours, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been surrounded by watches all my life, and I think you said a great thing before. Watches are storytelling. They're all conversation pieces, and when you've got watches like we have tonight, which are all individual, which are all unique in their style, their story and their design, I think it's a great way to start a conversation.
And this is a great story piece where we're beginning. It's a new brand to us, isn't
New brand, yep, absolutely new brand. And actually, we struggle to keep these in stock. So I was saying to you before, we last had these in stock May 2023. That's when we brought them. That's the last time we brought them in. And they've just arrived this morning. So this is Sovet, which is a Californian brand. And I'll just go into detail, Sean, when you're ready.
Well, the great thing is, it's a solar watch.
Yeah.
And this is, I mean, Jonathan's just prepped us on this and told us all about it. I'm blown away by not only the fact that it's solar, but how long it holds the charge.
Yeah, so it's a really clever design. Now, they are so fresh that they're actually charging and they're starting to come alive there. So that's right, it's an analog watch. So you've got that beautiful chronograph dial and movement there as well, but it's solar powered. So the dial itself is a solar panel. And let me just tell you the facts. In good light, in strong sunlight, 2.5 hours is a full charge. A full charge is 6 months.
Well, this was the thing.
That's crazy, isn't
When
it?
you said
months.
solar, I was like, I'm going to have to go out in the sunshine every day.
That's it.
Charge my watch. Nothing like that.
I think there's a stat on the website that something like in very low light indoors, it's 2.5 days to get your full charge, right? But that's
that charge is 6 months.
Let's just go outside for 10 minutes, you know,
yes.
and these will come alive. But what's great about these is they're California designed. So you've got a brilliant specification, sapphire, crystal, 100-meter resistance there. Beautiful stainless steel case, lovely solid stainless steel bracelet. But what I love about it is because it's solar powered, there is no battery. So there's no silver oxide battery to dispose of.
Right.
You don't have to open the watch up because there's no battery and they don't have to find someone to change the battery. And what's great is the charge and the capacitor, once you've got a full charge, is 6 months. It actually, when it's going low in charge, the second hand at the bottom of the little sub dial jumps. So that tells you that you've got 7 days left to charge it.
Right.
But just wear it. I mean, just wear it out in the light and it'll charge up.
Now, this is just a
So
quick
cool.
preview for you.
And just one of the colour options as well.
There are 3 colours.
The neon is our favourite. Do check out the neon on the website. You will absolutely love it. We've got neon, we've got a deep blue, and we've got a black as well. £180 is your price. You're saving £170 from £350. That is your blue there, your deep blue, and that is your black. The neon is fantastic, isn't it? And 494357 is your item number. And to grab that whilst the stock is there, because I'll be absolutely honest, we've got double figures at the minute, but that is it. And of course that's across the whole 3 colour options as well, so that could be one that could sell out, so please do not miss out on that. We've got incredible value for money. So 494357 is your item number. Now we've got another fabulous brand for you, because we have got 4 different brands. We've got a real treat for everybody, and this is a really fabulous brand with a real story to it.
Absolutely. Well, this is Aviate. Now, Aviate is inspired by aviation. So we're talking about not pilots' watches, but watches inspired by the men and women who served on these machines, who actually gave us aviation legends there. Now, Aviate have worked with lots of different people, some of which I can't talk about because there's no collaboration. But this is a collaboration with 617 Squadron, the Dam Busters Operation Chastise. So we produce these watches, and the other special thing about them is they're limited edition, and this is the Royal British Legion edition. So there's a donation from each and every of these watches to the Royal British Legion, who we've supported for 4 years now. And I think what's great is you've got the 617, the Dam Busters Squadron. It's 80th anniversary of the Dam Busters raid. You've got that beautiful watch there, which I think is really stunning, that classic aviation cockpit style there. And then you've got this great look, which is limited edition. So can you see the poppy at the top? You can see actually it's just obscured by the...
yeah.
So there is the poppy, that's an embossed poppy at the top there. And there's a donation from each one of these watches to the Royal British Legion.
Oh, that's fabulous, isn't it?
It is absolutely stunning, and we do need to just sort out details aren't quite right. So we'll take that detail away and we'll get the right details for you. So nice to have a real nice story to a timepiece, and there are so many fabulous stories, and a timepiece for every occasion. Perhaps you've got birthdays coming up, perhaps you're getting married and your partner doesn't want to have a ring, but they could have a watch. You want to spend the rest of your time with them, which is lovely. And you can check everything out on the website as well, shopontv.co.uk. But we've got another piece for you here, but do have a little nosy on the website, because you might see something that we've already been to or we haven't been to, something you want to see live. So please do email in studio@shopontv.co.uk and say, could we just have a little look, or could you tell me the story to this timepiece, and we will do exactly that.
They start at £60 today.
Yeah, and we've got savings up to £260 off sort of one timepiece, which is amazing.
And the £60 watch comes with a complimentary gift. It comes with a great pen. So a great range. You've got silicone straps, stainless steel, leather, something for everybody.
And everything with a warranty as well.
Everything we're seeing has a 2-year manufacturer's warranty supported here in the UK. So we're talking about these watches, you'll get them home and you'll feel the weight, but you've got the backup of a 2-year warranty on everything we're showing you, irregardless of price.
Which is fabulous.
Now we're going to go to another brand that we've got featured on the show for you. Whatever you're shopping for when it comes to timepieces, we don't have a massive amount of stock. No. So if you see something you like, get it quickly.
So often they are limited amounts anyhow that are made, so there's never that much stock, and we only get a small amount.
And also these are unique specialist brands. They're not brands that you're going to see everywhere. So they are small manufacturers, and our way to actually get our brands talked about is actually you become our brand ambassador, which is why we're doing these limited offers of great prices there. We want you to show your friends, or your friends to see your watch and go, I've not seen one of those before, tell us about it. And I think that's what's great about these watches.
This should be £380. They're down to £150. Now you get the stainless steel strap, you get a silicone strap included as well. That really changes the look of your watch.
It's like a daytime and an evening,
541 is the item number. Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. One for the day, one for the night. Tell us a little bit about the chronograph that we've got.
So this is Cadola, who do racing-inspired instruments. This is named after Ronnie Peterson, the super Swede, a Formula 1 driver there. And what we've done is we've got that modern chronograph there, so a lovely, sleek stainless steel case. And this is genuine 316L stainless steel. And what we've done is put some great features on it. So look at the dial. This is actually a genuine carbon fibre dial there. So you can see the weave going diagonally across the dial there. It's a fully functioning chronograph, so it's a chronograph, a stopwatch movement in there as well. And then it's a hybrid mechanical quartz movement. So what that means is it starts and stops. The chronograph is mechanical on a quartz base there. But look at the detail on there. Look at the carbon fibre dial there, the applied indices. And then the chronograph functions again. You've got this light grey, and then you've got the yellow hand at the side there. Think about racing, think about the inspiration. Look at the stainless steel case there. The start and stop buttons are yellow to match the strap and black to the stop strap as well. I think it's a great detailed watch. If you know somebody likes motorsport, what a great watch.
Yeah, what a great gift. Having a chronograph, again, at this sort of price is fabulous. That is your stopwatch part to this, but so beautifully made. It's so sleek, isn't it, how the buttons have been designed?
Yeah, and that's what I love about these watches. For me as a watch fan, irregardless of the price, there's so much detail to talk about.
So much detail.
And it's going to look so different with the different straps on.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to grab that silicone strap out, Hayley, we'll show everyone at home how different
it feels nice.
I love the fact that you were saying the pushers are colour matched on the side that you see there. This feels like a really expensive watch. It really does. £150. It looks fabulous. And then if we put that silicone strap against it, how different will it look? With the silicone.
Yeah, and it's a great look, isn't it? It's a great summer look. If the watch is 100-metre water resistant, so you can swim with it, no problem as well there. But you can change the look. We give you the tool to change the watch with. But it is, look, I mean, that's what I'm here to do. Sapphire coated crystal, stainless steel case, and that's 316L stainless steel case there. Then you've got this case which is brushed and polished. The links on the bracelet are solid stainless steel. You've got micro adjustment, you've got a fold over safety clasp there. It ticks all the boxes.
It's really nice. Oh,
got some nice colour options to this as well. This is our mustard yellow that we're looking at right now that comes with that yellow strap, but there is an orange which has a fabulous blue strap, but orange sort of detail to it, and then you have got a tarmac blue.
So just a quick preview of those 3 timepieces for you. 572541 is your item number if you want to go from our first piece from Cadola, and there will be a complimentary gift with all Cadola timepieces. You get those earbuds included. Great gifts and giveaways.
They are a great present on their own. They charge actually in the box as well, but you often see people with the earbuds in, isn't it? So easy to listen to music anywhere, and you can just touch them to answer your phone and things as well. That's a real nice little extra that you could keep, or could be a present for somebody else, or you could give it alongside the timepiece. If you've got birthdays coming up, you could put it into your present box. It could be that perfect gift for perhaps a teenager in the family that you never know who, what to buy for. It's coming as a complimentary gift alongside your Cadola collection. So any of the Cadola watches that you're buying today will come alongside with those earbuds. Great saving on the timepiece that we're looking at. £380 is the price it should be. £150 is our price today. But what I would say is check everything out on our website, which is shopontv.co.uk. They are just your complimentary gift, those earbuds, which is fantastic with the Cadola actual collection.
It is with every timepiece from Cadola. Fantastic. Now, Thomas Earnshaw we're going to talk about.
Yeah, because we've got 4 different brands, which is lovely, and 4 fabulous brands as well.
Yeah.
Thomas Earnshaw, an incredible history.
Yeah, and Jonathan, we'll bring you straight in. The price on this, when we all saw this price, we thought, that can't be right. £60 for this.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. I mean, what you see with this watch is exactly what you get.
Yeah.
Stainless steel case, beautiful leather strap, and I love the contrast stitching. This is a brown dial there, so almost like that vintage patina on there as well. And it's a full functioning chronograph. And of course, it's a Thomas Earnshaw. So you've got that build, stainless steel case, piston pushers, clear legible dial there. All that build, all that style, super value.
Incredible value.
Now, not only do you get the watch that we're looking at right now at £60, it'll come beautifully packaged. It'll come with a 2-year warranty. You're also going to get a complimentary gift. Now, remember, it's supposed to be £250 for this watch. It's down to £60, and I don't want you to think because of the price it's an inferior timepiece. It really isn't. £60 the price here.
So you're saving £190.
Amazing quality. And then what else are we getting?
You're also getting this fabulous pen. Now, the pen is for all the Thomas Earnshaw timepieces. It's a beautiful pen, actually, and if you do like a nice pen, or perhaps you just don't write very well, I really do think this will make you write so much smarter. There's something about a nice pen that comes in that lovely little case. You've got a screw top. I love all the detail on it as well. And this could so easily be a separate gift for somebody else, the detail matching from top to bottom. You've got the screw top as well. And this has got a lovely weight to it, Jonathan. So I just feel that it's going to write so nicely.
It's beautifully balanced, isn't it? It's got a lovely size to it. You feel comfortable writing with it as well. And I think the finishing, they've paid real attention to that. It's got that lovely lacquer effect on the finish there, isn't it? I think the colours are great, don't you?
Yes, very much.
Yeah, really nice.
French
contrast.
blue and like a rose gold, isn't
Very
it?
sort of unisex as well.
Yep.
Could be for a guy or for a girl. But honestly, having a nice pen to write with is fabulous. This could be a gift for somebody else. And we don't know the exact price of the pen, but usually Thomas Earnshaw pens are around about £50, £60.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we were so shocked that you still got it included with a £60
timepiece.
Yeah, timepiece.
There are so many of you shopping for this already. If you want to get hold of a collector's piece, you want to start a collection, what a great way to start, Jonathan.
And it's a chronograph. If you don't have a chronograph, if you know someone who has watches but not a chronograph, if you know someone who's traveling or needs a stopwatch in their watch, what a great addition. And I think, look at the detail on this watch there. The dial of this watch, lovely chocolate brown. The sub-dials for the chronograph are sunken into that dial as well. The indices, which you can see shining beautifully, and that's why we like applied indices, are all applied by hands. The hands are luminous. And Sean, could you just show the graduation or the colours on the edge of the chronograph there? Can you see the colour graduations around the Rehault, which is the gap between the dial and the bezel? That there is a mark of a chronograph, so you can measure the time sectors in there. I mean, They haven't tried to make a simple printed dial and just say, well, this is our start watch. This watch is fully featured. And do you know what I was thinking? What does £60 buy you anymore?
Gosh.
I think I filled up my card. That was more expensive.
Oh,
Yeah,
I dread to think.
absolutely.
I dread to think what a takeaway is for 4 people now.
Oh, it's way more than that.
Yeah, way more.
And I think it's great. You think about someone who would like a nice watch. They are going to see that watch and go, that's lovely.
And I think it's ageless as well, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I could see an 18-year-old with a white T-shirt, pair of jeans, looking at this amazing on their wrist. But then I could see a guy perhaps in his 70s, 80s with a really smart suit on. And that watch under his jacket sleeve looking fabulous.
And it's that style that doesn't try too hard. It's not shouting at you. It's functional. It has that lovely tinge of colour with it. And look, we want people to like and enjoy Earnshaw. I came to Earnshaw as a customer first of all, you know, and I saw this one, I thought, and I loved it. And you wear the watches, you wear them again, because this is a watch that you can wear every day without worry.
And tell us again sort of a little bit of the story of Earnshaw.
So Thomas Earnshaw was born in 1749 in Ashton-under-Lyme. He was known as the father of the modern marine chronometer, and that's what the Royal Navy used to navigate the world's oceans. HMS Investigator, the first ship to circumnavigate Australia, Earnshaw chronometer.
Wow.
HMS Bounty, Earnshaw chronometer. Charles Darwin's voyage, Earnshaw chronometer. So they're in the science
history.
Yeah, real history. And Earnshaw were in Holborn. They're in London. And they're still based in Holborn today, and that's where the customer service is done. So I think it's lovely. You've got that traditional name, but at an accessible price.
And so accessible. Leather strap, chronograph, you've got the stopwatch there as well. You're getting the pen as a complimentary gift, yet it's £60. we can't quite get our head around that. Perhaps you've put some money together, perhaps someone's leaving work and you want to get them a leaving gift, and perhaps you've got about £60 and you just can't find anything to buy for them for £60. Like Jonathan's saying, it's so difficult to get that right thing, and it is a keepsake. It's nice to buy someone, every time when they look at their watch, they'll think about who bought that watch for them, or you know, if it's a retirement gift, that, you know, think about work and think about you, or you back at work and they're retired now, or perhaps you've got someone going off to university. It's ageless. I think it's completely ageless. And the other nice thing is it's really easy to read the time, and I think that's quite important sometimes with timepieces.
It's really easy to read. It's functional but beautiful, and look at the detail. And every time I look at this watch, it shows something different. Look at the hour and the minute hand. It's polished chrome at the top, then the second half is black, all right, and then you've got the lume inside it, the luminous there. The little chronograph hands are white and orange. They haven't taken the easy option here.
No.
They haven't said, we'll make a watch and use the same colours. They've tried really hard, and I think it's lovely. If you got that as a gift, if you treated yourself, and sometimes when you treat, it's a watch you're just going to enjoy wearing.
I really do love a brown watch, but I love the contrast, like you say, with those different, with that little bit of orange, that flash of orange. It works really
well. A lot of old
well.
vintage watches with black dials, the black dials actually go brown. They call it a tropic dial.
Oh, right.
And some people who have these old watches, if they get those watches replaced or the dials replaced, they go crazy because it's there where the money is. You know, they want that vintage look. So I think that watch looks like it's got a vintage patina.
Yeah, definitely.
It's timeless, and I think that's what's lovely about it.
Yeah.
Hayley, I think you should put this on just
Do you
to
know,
show.
it's funny, we are on the same wavelength. I was just thinking I should try this watch on.
It's
because
very
it is,
worrying.
yeah, get out of my head. What are you
There you
doing
go.
in there? Because I think this would be perfect.
You like a bigger face, don't you, on
love
timepieces?
a big face on a timepiece. So
So
take
just
a little
ignore
look at
that it says gents on the details.
Yeah.
It's for
I
whoever
think
wants
with
it.
a lot of the leather's very nice.
Yeah, well, it's a genuine leather strap. It's padded, so there's a padding inside there to give it that lovely arch shape there. It is lined as well. You've got contrasting stitching there. And the growth of interest and passion for following for ladies for watches is immense. My wife and I share watches.
Yeah,
she doesn't really have watches that we don't share.
Do you share or argue about watches?
No, they just disappear. They just disappear.
They don't
Well,
argue.
I mean, let's be honest. As
You
a
don't
gentleman, there isn't a reason I can't get another watch, is there?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
very good.
there you go.
Yeah, I like that. because it's there to share. And that's a really nice thing to do, actually. We've got a lot of friends, couples that share their timepieces, and it's so nice to have a variety as well, because sometimes it is the only jewellery, especially for a guy, I think, the only jewellery that you wear. So why wear just one piece? Why not have lots of different timepieces to go with lots of different outfits? And I think a brown timepiece is always such a classic. Looks so smart. You could have one perhaps for work to go with every suit that you've got.
Do you know that, I don't know if it was the best or the worst thing that I ever did was buy a watch collector's box. I had to fill it straight away. And I'm really lucky that I work with lots of brands. And then I think I asked you about a watch roll. I remember asking you to travel with.
Yes.
And I had to fill that, obviously. So wherever there's a space, the space has to be filled. And do you know what? These kind of prices, it's easy.
And do you know what I think's nice is we don't have one pair of shoes anymore. You know, there was a time my grandfather used to do his gardening in a suit and his work suit. You know, I've got pictures of him with his braces on. We don't do that anymore. We have different pairs of shoes. And I think at this price level, you've got something you can have for a look. You're going on holiday, you're going travelling. If you've got a special occasion, what a lovely thing to have something that's different and fresh.
Completely ageless, whether you're 18, 60, 70, 80, this is going to look fantastic on your wrist. But remember, even though this is actually £60, which we still can't quite get our heads around, with a leather strap, and it's a chronograph as well, it does come alongside with a complimentary gift. Now, all of the Thomas Earnshaw actual timepieces come with this complimentary gift, but we were like, you sure it comes with the £60 one? Because it's a fabulous pen.
It's a really nice pen. It's got a beautiful weight to it. It's Earnshaw branded. It's got that lovely, what did you call the navy? I loved it.
Like a lacquered French blue.
French blue lacquered navy against the rose gold there. This is your
But again, think about this. We're looking at two watches there, and the tones are really subtle, aren't they? The brown dial on the watch, the strap is perfectly matched to it, and the pen with those lovely combinations, it makes you want to know more about it.
Now, we are super busy on this. I will warn you, please, if you see something you do particularly like, to grab it while the stock is available. When it's timepieces, because they are very sort of unique and classic brands, they don't make thousands. It's not like those brands that you see where when Sean's friends, they've all got the same timepiece, they've all got the same brand, and it's all the same watch. I'm like, how dull. But that company, that's what they make. They make watches, and they just make a lot of the same watches, so everybody can have that timepiece. With the brands we have this evening, we've got 4 fabulous brands. You are talking about very much limited editions, where they don't make thousands upon thousands, where they have a small team that really specialise in, well, with Thomas Earnshaw, a real history as well. 169265 is your item number, but please do check your basket out for that. That's our busiest timepiece, and I'm not surprised at the price. And remember, you do get the complimentary actual pen alongside that as well, which is fabulous, and a 2-year warranty with all the timepieces, whichever brand you're going for. We've got another really affordable piece coming up, but a timepiece that I just think everybody, if you want a collection, everybody should have a skeleton timepiece. You should be able to see the heart of the watch, the workings, and see the craftsmanship, because everything's hand assembled, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is a really important watch. This is the Beauchamp, and what's great about this is it's a tonneau case. So it's that barrel. Tonneau is French for barrel case shape now. And that one was made famous by Cartier in the 1920s. And when I say that, you think about that Art Deco look. Now it's iconic now. Now you don't often see a tonneau case at this price level, certainly not an automatic one. And I think if you want something, we talked about a collection, most people should have, ladies and gentlemen, a tonneau case. And the fact that this is automatic, and the fact that Earnshaw have an exhibition case back, they have an open exposed dial, they have a skeletonized automatic movement, I mean, they're showing you the detail. They're not hiding anywhere. There's no closed case back there. There is the automatic movement, and even the movement, if you look, is skeletonized and has Geneva striping on there as well. So I think the fact that it's a tonneau case, which is really popular, the fact that it's fully automatic, the fact it's skeletonized there, and I think a really elegant piece is one that I think you should add to your collection, or you should buy for someone to add to their collection.
It's a tick, 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 isn't it? It's ticking so many boxes. And of course, an automatic, what you're seeing is that the movement that will actually create time in a way. As you wear this watch, it will create time with the movement of your wrist. You don't have to move your wrist crazily. You just wear it, and as you're moving, it's like it's winding the watch. So you are creating that time. It's a beautiful piece, and I'd say shape-wise, to that face is fantastic, but I do love the fact you're seeing that beating heart, the fact you're seeing all those tiny, intricate pieces that are hand assembled by someone that has a lot more patience than me. Because there is no way, because they've got to be, you can't put a bit in wrong or miss a bit because it's not going to work.
No, exactly. And the detail, I think, is sumptuous. First of all, I mean, every time you move that, Sean, it plays with the light, doesn't it? And that's the genius of Cartier's design there. There are curves and angles everywhere. And even the crystal, if you look at it, the crystal is curved in 2 planes, top to bottom and side to side there.
That must be difficult.
I mean, you don't see it. I mean, you're certainly not going to see it, I don't think, at this sort of price level there.
Way.
And then look at the detail on the dial there. Now, you've got those lovely Dauphin hands, which are French for sword hands there. They're blued. They are actually luminous as well. The Roman eccentric numerals around the outside. I mean, I'm talking about a watch that's £80 tonight. And it's there. And I think, I talked to you, we mentioned before about my daughter's getting married. This is a great groomsman gift. It's a great gift, isn't it? Because it's an automatic mechanical watch. It's an elegant look that I think someone in their life is going to need a watch like this. And I think it's a lovely look. And I mean, that's smart. And for anyone.
It can be a great dress watch. As I've got it on with a suit and a white shirt, but it could be a great casual watch as well.
I think it'd be great as a ladies' watch as well. I think a really smart sort of work watch, you know, a lady in a really smart suit, really business, which obviously I'm not, but I will try it on.
Will you now?
Yes.
£80 is our price. Should be $340. It's got to be one of the biggest savings on the show. And you're also going to get the pen as well included. What have we done with the pen?
It's under my arm, I've kept the pen. We did say you can keep it if you like to, as if yourself, or you can use it as a gift. So, I mean, that sits really nice onto my wrist. And that could actually be, you could have a nice sort of dress, or you could have that under a suit jacket. And every time you sort of watch comes out of that suit jacket, it just looks so nice. I love a big face on a lady's wrist.
It looks great, doesn't it? £340 on a usual price, down to £80. As I say, one of the biggest savings on the show. Now, stock-wise, I'm just going to check on this because I don't think we had anywhere near as much stock as that first piece that we've shown you. So less than 100 of these already in the business. So if you want to go for this, now is the time. You are shopping for this. You're loving the design. Like you said, Jonathan, based on that original tonneau shape.
And it was Cartier who made this famous. So you think about that tonneau, which is only French for barrel-shaped case there. Look at the flowing lines. Look at the very short lugs there. When you put it on your wrist, Hayley, you know what it reminded me of? Suddenly it transformed, which is what a good watch do. And I was thinking about lovely French perfume bottles. You know, that elegant, the glass work and things like that. There is a style with that that actually says more about you than the watch. I think that is clever design, and that's why people love those timeless classics, don't they? Everyone has to have a timeless classic, and what's great is you've got a timeless classic and the look that's successful. And I've got to say, because I think it's really important, because you're holding the watch, you've got that lovely tactility with it. We're giving a 2-year warranty, so we've got the backup there of a fully automatic watch with a 2-year warranty.
Absolutely stunning.
Really elegant, isn't it, on your wrist?
Yeah, you're seeing that heartbeat, you're seeing all the workings. It ticks so many boxes. I think for, like you're saying, if anyone wants to be a collector or wants a watch that really has a little bit of everything, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just a wardrobe essential, isn't it? It is like that little black dress. My wife's got one. It was really a nice dress to buy. It was pretty expensive, but that has been worn everywhere.
You'll go to it time and time again. Always feel comfortable in it. Always feel
look
good
great.
in it.
Well, you've also you know whatever situation you're going to walk into, you're ready. You wear that at an interview, it's a conversation piece.
And I love the coloration on the hands as well, because that reminds me of that certain designer as well.
Well, that thermally blued hands, which is where that technique is inspired from, that was a real watchmaking technique to change the hands to blue. But that blue hands, white silver face there, it's an iconic look. And you said it, Hayley, you can read the time. I mean, it's so important, isn't it?
Absolutely. Ladies' watches for me are too small. You can't read the time. You want a watch where you just glance and you see what time of day it is, and it's just what a beautiful piece to look at. If you're buying this as a gift, every time they look at this, they will think of you. I've bought so many timepieces as presents. If you've got any special occasions coming up, if there's 21st and 18th, perhaps you've got someone's retiring, someone's moving away, you want to get them something to remind them of you and remind them of home. This is a timepiece. It is perfect. £80.
I think this is the biggest saving on the show across all the timepieces that we've got. It's £260 the saving on this timepiece against the usual price. If you've not shopped with us before, you just need the item number at the top of the screen. 852074 is your item number. And remember, you will get that pen included with any of the Thomas
And it's
Earnshaw
such a nice
pieces.
pen.
Yeah.
We're talking a really classy pen that I would say the pen would be around about £50. We haven't got the exact price on this pen, but when we've had Thomas Earnshaw before, they can be 50 or 60.
Well, if you wanted to gift that pen and you beautifully gifted it and you wrapped it and put a lovely, I mean, it would be gratefully received, wouldn't it?
Oh, without
yeah,
doubt.
definitely.
When you think about that Swiss design, those pens are
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Aren't
And those are the sort of pens I always lose.
Yes, that's the fear of it, isn't it? When you spend all that money on like a pen because you put it down all the time. This is your complimentary gift, but it's beautifully weighted, and it comes with all the Earnshaw timepieces that we're showing you, including this next timepiece that we've got for you. I love the fact that all the pieces are so different.
Yeah.
A lot of you are already shopping for this one, so if you want to go for this next piece, we'll pop the details on the screen for you. Tell us the story behind this one, Jonathan.
So the Raleigh is lovely, and we all fell in love with this when we saw it. And I think what's great is that combination of classic and modern. So first of all, fully automatic watch again, skeletonized movement there, a beautiful classic sports case there, which is brushed and polished stainless steel there. The dial is really beautifully balanced. Now, what I mean by this combination of modern and classic is, look, you've got Roman numerals at 12 at 6, then modern baton markers, with a full of luminous material there, and the little second counters around the outside there. And then this wonderful combination of black and this lovely soft tone gold colour, haven't we, on the hands and on the lovely window there, which overlooks the balance wheel. So it's a great combination of classic and modern together that is easily legible.
There's so much detail there. I'm going to just take it
So
off my
much
wrist.
texture, isn't there?
Yes, that's a great way to describe it.
I love all the movement
And depth,
to it.
real depth to it. When you talk about the assembly of these pieces, it is real workmanship that goes into them. But then when we look behind, again, you can see everything. I love what you said, they never hide anything.
No, you can see right through the watch. And I mean, even on that movement, fully automatic, the rotor, which is the self-winding movement there, is skeletonized there. So you can see they cut the center part out because it shows more of the movement. And then you have to keep the weight the same to operate the rotor. Then they've got Geneva striping on it, so they've decorated the rotor. Yeah, I've seen expensive Swiss watches where they don't decorate the rotor.
Yeah.
And even the running wheels there, look at the back there, there's radial patterning on them. So you can see they've decorated the movement. They want you to see the detail on that watch. And I just think
beautiful from the back as the front.
you should enjoy the watch for every component.
And the leather strap on top of that, the leather strap's beautiful.
And I just want to show people a touch, because I always look at detail with watchmaking. It's a beautiful leather strap, it's lined. Just look at the buckle. Now, it would be very simple for someone to put just a simple plain buckle on. It's an Earnshaw E. And look, it's brushed and polished there. So they've taken real detail to make their own buckle design, and it makes it secure. But I just think they have just put any old strap on. It's an Earnshaw buckle. So you have that lovely thoughtfulness of design, that real detail and depth.
It reminds me of those traditional clocks, you know.
Yeah.
There's a clock in Chester, you know, in the middle of the town centre, with all those workings
to it, definitely.
on show.
Well, that's part of our heritage.
Stand and watch for hours.
Yeah. Well, remember that's part of our heritage, and those town hall clocks or church clocks. Remember, the whole time of the area would have been based upon those clocks. I mean, do you know that in London, to the watchmakers, there were ladies that would go and sell time. They would actually take the time from the watch.
Where are we going with this?
No, they would go around and they would actually take the time from the watch, and they would go to all the watchmakers and give them the accurate time every morning.
Oh, wow.
That was their job. Yeah.
You have some great stories,
Absolutely.
John.
You can't make it up, can you? You can't make it up.
I'd like to sell time.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind
yeah.
that job.
Yeah, that sounds quite exciting.
Hayley's coming. What time is it, Hayley? It's the morning. You go round and you tell them.
Thank you very much.
I think it was a charity job. I think you got that job because you were a widow or something. I mean, that's the way those jobs were given out. Really interesting.
Fabulous.
Really interesting. Now, if you want to go for the Raleigh 502386, you will get the pen again. Let's just show you the pen again if we can, because this pen is such a great gift. You wouldn't think if you kept this yourself or you give it to someone else, you would never think it was a complimentary gift, would you?
Not at all, and beautifully made, lovely detail on it as well. I love the fact you've got the screw lid to it, so that lid will always be safe on, and whether that's in your pocket, whether that's in your handbag, it's very unisex, so could be for absolutely anybody. But if I was buying a timepiece this evening, this would be mine, but you could give it as a gift. The nice thing is, as soon as you put this into the hand, it's got a really nice weight to it. I have the worst handwriting if I write in a cheap pen, and I honestly have the worst handwriting. I can't spell either, but a pen can't change that.
Can't help you with
that. No, but when I've got a nice pen, I actually write really nicely.
You could buy a pen that helped you spell.
Oh God, that'd be amazing.
Life changing.
My mum always says, look in the dictionary, but I can't spell it. How do I find it in the dictionary? I'm like, I can't spell it, Mum. I've got the first letters wrong. I'm never going to find it. But this is a pen that will make sure. And when you're filling in perhaps a really important form, or you're writing a really special card, to have a nice pen.
Oh yes, that's when you
so
do it wrong.
important. Yeah,
that's when we get the air going blue.
Worse.
You're writing a nice card for someone.
Yeah, and it's always got like a pink inside, so you can't even use Tipex to hide it.
You're getting the pen included with all of your Thomas Earnshaw pieces. 502386 is your item number. You will see everything on the website, and on the website you'll see all the different brands that we have available for you. Not only Thomas Earnshaw, we've got Nabeo, we've got Cadola, lots of complimentary gifts throughout the show. But if you want to go for that one, we're going to move away because we're really busy across all of the Earnshaw pieces we've shown you so far. 502386 is your item number if you want to go for that particular piece.
We have got Aviate as well, which is a new brand to us here at Shop on TV. So do check them all out on the website. If there's anything you do want us to go to, let us know. But we'll try and get through as many timepieces as we possibly can. What I will say is we are really busy. So if you have got something in the basket, do check it out. It is with timepieces that we often sell out, and you miss the opportunity then. And sometimes they're timepieces we won't see again, aren't they?
No, very limited supply. I mean, we try our best to make these shows a real event. And as I've said before, we work on you being our brand ambassador. What we're trying to do here is to get watches in the hands. We don't have fancy boutiques, we don't have racing cars, we don't have champagne receptions. It's all about offering value, which is what Thomas Earnshaw did. Yeah. That's how they were founded, to offer great value to ships' captains and the Admiralty, because they were making the chronometers. And it's a great way to introduce this watch.
Incredible history to Thomas Earnshaw. Remember, all the Thomas Earnshaw pieces do come with that fabulous actual pen that we talked about earlier, as will this one. Now, £320 is the price this should be. And if you were stood outside that French little sort of lovely jewellers and you saw this on a stand in the window, you'd be, wow, that's really good for £320. £130 is your price today. And again, this has got that fantastic sort of skeleton look to it. But then every time you look, there's so much more.
Yeah, it's rich with detail, and I think these long cases are really beautiful, longitudes, because that dial is reminiscent of those marine chronometers. That's what Earnshaw was making. And I think when you look at this watch, look at those lovely hands there. Can you see the lovely hands there, which are blued? Then you've got the beating heart of the mechanical movement. Look at the work. Those lovely, almost like sea serpents around the dial that are bottom of the balance wheel there, which you can see exactly there.
Yeah.
And then at the top, you've got a day-night indicator. Now, I purposely set this wrong. So can you see that this is actually the day? So this is not saying it's 1:30 at night, because you see the stars.
Right.
So that means you've got an AM/PM indicator, which I think is a nice, useful touch. But of course, it's a classic watchmaking touch.
You can see that day.
Oh, that's fabulous, isn't it?
Ah, so
that's good for us, because now we're doing shifts, we wake up and don't know what time of day it is.
And if you're travelling as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Now,
that's
there
so
are
nice.
3 colours to choose from in this one. Should be £320. It's actually £130.
The piece you've got there, that is our fine brown. Okay. So it's the brown, and you've got sort of the stainless steel and the gold, which works really, it's very smart, isn't it? Really nice. I think the only two-tone watch we've actually got on the show as well. We've then got the caviar black.
Yeah, this is really elegant, isn't it?
That's lovely.
The black and the gold contrast that you've got there. It looks very different to the first colourway that we
How
looked at.
smart is that?
It's amazing, isn't it, how the colours change the look of the watch.
Looks like a completely different watch.
Completely different watch there. And what I love about Earnshaw is the details. We've got different case colours, different strap colours, different dial colours, different numerals and indices, different handsets. That's the detail that Earnshaw give you.
And that is the great thing. You really can get a really fabulous collection just buying from Thomas Earnshaw, because they are so different. I love it with that gold and black. That looks so expensive and so classic, so smart.
That's your dressing for dinner on a cruise, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's what that is, isn't it?
Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Should we go for dinner?
And again, I'm going to pass
Cruise.
this on to you, because I think for ladies, I think this is a brilliant timepiece, because the amount of detail and depth, and I can show you that third colourway that we haven't yet seen.
And it's a nice big face, but I love a large face watch.
nice,
It's
yeah.
stunning, absolutely.
But it doesn't look large on your wrist,
No,
does
it
it?
doesn't.
No.
It looks really balanced,
No.
and you've got some really beautiful detailing on that case. So if you look at the case, it is brushed and polished stainless steel. You've got the 2 levels on the lugs there, and you can see the rings around it, the concentric rings around the case, which actually, because it's quite a complicated movement in there, they are really good at making that watch disappear into your wrist, making it look like it's part of your wrist.
Stunning, absolutely beautiful. Really fallen in love with that black. That caviar black is absolutely lovely. And the face is just, the detail, every time you look, you'll see something else. Skeleton, so you can actually see the workings, see the heartbeat there, which is fantastic. Day-night indicator too, which is lovely. Sunshine or the stars, but absolutely beautiful for £130. Your final option is the medallion gold, which is another brown strap option for you, but with a completely gold actual bezel, which again, you've got that lovely shine to that. That looks so expensive.
Doesn't it?
And that's that detail finishing on that last close-up shot. You saw the brushing and polishing, which gave you a real, I mean, every time you move a watch, it should draw your eye towards the watch.
Oh, this is what I love as well. Have a look at that. I love how that's printed. How stunning is that? You've got the Earnshaw logo printed on the side. Again, every time you look, you see a little something else.
Yeah, and that's why they are rich with details. They really do try and make the watch sing on your wrist. I mean, they are trying to offer the watch collector everything they would really like and admire. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, look at the work in the case.
Look at that. That is so nice.
Look at the, I mean, even the depth of the glass, you can see
Yeah.
the quality and the finish of everything. The depth of the leather strap, that fine leather strap, and
It's
then
a nice size, isn't it?
this is a, you know, I wasn't sure about this because of the colours, because I'm not very often wearing gold, but I love that gold with the brown.
I think it looks very
It's a
expensive.
classic, isn't it? It's a classic.
Yeah.
It's a classic look.
It
You
looked
can't-
great with the black strap, but
Yeah.
it looks lovely as well with the brown.
Yeah, and it's a different look as well, but I think that sits beautifully on your wrist.
And the finish, Jonathan, you were talking about,
Yeah.
the polished against the brushed finish around the face. It's £130. You are going to get the pen with this one as well, because it's a Thomas Earnshaw, remember. 533753 is your item number. Again, stock-wise, we don't have a huge amount of stock in this one. There's the pen. Oh, my word, even less than I thought we had. 533753 if you want to go for the long.
That is a great piece.
And it is one of the most popular Thomas Earnshaw
Absolutely, because it really tells the Earnshaw story. As I said, those marine chronometers, you've got that lovely classic British horological look.
Absolutely stunning. I'm really busy on this, so if you do want it, brand new with us today, grab it while the stock is available. Choose your colour option, entirely up to you. For me, I do love the black with the gold, but all of them really lovely. I do think that'd be a really lovely present idea. Automatic too, so you're creating time. And like you say, the buckle,
Yeah.
it being the E, is so nice.
But that's what I love about watches. And that, as I said before, I came to Earnshaw as a customer, and I'm going to get an automatic watch, and it's going to have these features. And I think that's what's great about Earnshaw. They're not taking you for granted.
No.
They're really giving you lots of detail.
Lots of detail, and you really have got a lovely brand. Perhaps you're starting your collection for the very first time. Such a history with Thomas Earnshaw as well. And remember, everything comes alongside that complimentary pen, which is worth around about, I've been just looking at Earnshaw pens, and they're usually around about 50, 60 and upwards. So you've got a really super pen that will write beautifully as a complimentary gift alongside that timepiece. But we're moving on to a new brand with us here on Shop on TV, which we're really excited to have with us. And then just seeing this very first timepiece, you think, wow. Tell us a bit about the brand and how do we say it?
Sovet.
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 And are they fairly new?
Yeah, it's a really interesting brand. They first came to the UK about 18 months ago.
Okay.
We were a big hit. So we've actually been sold out of these. I've not been able to present these on TV since last May.
No way.
So these are just arriving in stock and they're really interesting. Now, it's based in California and the inspiration came from custom motorcycles. So think about hot rods, custom motorcycles, where the engineering is on the outside. So you've got very bold geometric shapes, really brilliant engineering. So look at that stainless steel case there, lots of angles. The bezel there you can see is engraved. It's beautiful because it's got that angular solid links there. It's a really solid timepiece there. So think about hot rods, think about custom motorcycles, and then look at this beautiful color, which is so different. I'm talking about the aesthetics, but it's the real way they've thought about how a watch is powered here that's clever.
Well, I'm reading the detail on the screen, and I bet a lot of people are doing the same at home. Hang on a minute.
And you might be looking at the watch and thinking, well, it's selling the wrong time. There's a reason behind that.
A solar-powered watch.
That's right.
Really?
So these have literally just arrived this evening, and they are solar-powered analog chronographs. So it's a chronograph watch there, but the dial, if you move it around, the dial is a solar panel, which means this watch has no battery. There's no silver oxide battery, which you need to dispose of very carefully. You don't have to change the battery because there is a capacitor inside. And it's really interesting. So once this watch is fully charged, its power lasts for 6 months. Now, of course, that's if you don't put it out and charge again. But if you wear it every day, it's going to keep running. So I bought one of these last May, and it's never stopped, because in strong sunlight, it'll take 2.5 hours for a full charge, right? So that is how long it takes for a full charge.
2.5 hours to get 60
months of charge, right?
Oh my word.
Now we're talking about solar power, we're talking about efficiency.
Yeah.
So what they've done with this watch is it runs efficiently, so it needs very little voltage to run the watch, but of course it has strong capacity. But what I love about it is it's solar powered, the power supply is consistent, so I find mine personally very accurate. And you don't have to take it and get the battery changed. You don't have to open the back up. It's a great watch to find and forget. Well, I think in this day and age, the whole Soviet story is good. Solar powered, it comes in some beautiful, very easy transportable, lightweight packaging there, which I think is really clever. It's thinking differently, and I think it's a really great thing to add to your collection.
Really lovely. Now, you looked at the neon first of all. We're looking at now the black option, and we have got a deep blue as well. And for me, the neon, I think, is just stunning, but perhaps that's too bright for you. You could go for a more classic sort of look with the black or the deep blue.
Secret agent in black,
it's really smart. Well, I just caught it on Jonathan's wrist, and you think it looks a really expensive smart watch.
Well, it's about 220 grams, so it's really solid. That is a sapphire crystal. It's 100-meter water resistant, so this is a bold watch. It's brilliantly engineered there as well. Now, that is a more classic look, but I mean, on your wrist, Sean, that looks sharp, doesn't it?
It really does.
And I think when it's a solar-powered watch, I think it's a watch that you wear and forget.
Yeah.
Right? No battery changes. You don't have to wind it. It's clear and concise there. Can you see the solar panel, which is the dial? Can you see as you just move it in the light?
Ah, yes.
And this one has just come to life on air, because what's interesting is it's now absorbing the studio light. Now the second hand, which is at the bottom, the running second hand there, that actually has an indicator. So when that second hand jumps 2 seconds, it says, I need more charge. Now you don't have to plug it in, you just take it out like a dog for a walk or an errand there.
I love it.
Or put it on your windowsill. It does charge much better in strong light.
You don't have to find the right charger.
No.
I bought the charger.
No software, no cables, no visit to a jeweler or to somewhere to get the battery changed, which means you don't have to open the watch up, which means you have to be retested for pressure.
It's virtually half price as well.
Yeah.
£170 saving tonight, and £350 worth every single penny of that. Brand new today. Been out of stock for virtually 9-10 months. First time we've ever had it on Shop on TV, and you're absolutely loving it. And it is packaged really beautifully as well. I really like it's sort of a nice sort of travel pack.
Yeah, so it was meant to be lightweight and easily storable. So it comes in these like travel wallets. Can you see the lovely felt divider there, which is also meant to be eco-conscious? You've got the lovely, I mean, the packaging is really storable because it's meant to be a watch for a new generation. No batteries to dispose of, solar powered. It's a watch that you can wear everywhere. It's a great watch, I think, for traveling, for moving around there. And I think the engineering of this watch really belies the cost.
I think that's such a lovely gift, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's such a story to tell.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as I said, I have to have one. I've got mine here with it. I mean, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to wind it. It's always going there. I've also found it's pretty accurate because, of course, the power supplies the sun, and that's what gives us accurate watchkeeping. So just keep it lit.
I love that. I've got a timepiece that is one of those ones that checks your heartbeat and all and everything. It runs out of battery all the blooming time, drives me mad. You're forever trying to charge it. It drives you mad. Whereas this, as you wear it in the sunshine, I'm just going to sneak my last one in, you will actually be, well, again, creating time. It's solar power. And just 2.5 hours of full sunshine gives it 6 months of charge. That's amazing.
And you don't have to think about it. I mean, generally we're out, maybe we're not out in the daylight, but generally you are out in the daylight, you know. And I think what's great is just you just wear it. It's a chronograph as well. So you've got the stopwatch, which I think is really important. So that's practical.
Now, just hearing how busy we are on these.
And we're so low on stock
First
on these.
time we've featured them, it's so low on stock. If you want a specific colour, you've got to be quick because we're approaching single figures across all 3 colours.
Yeah, including all the colours. So not on single figures on the neon. Over the 3 colours, we are approaching single figures, and that is all the stock we've got. Been out of stock for sort of 9-10 months now,
story.
and it's a lovely story. It's a nice conversation as well, isn't it? If you perhaps you find it tricky to start a conversation, you could say, "Oh no, do you like my watch?"
Solar powered.
Can you believe it's solar powered? People wouldn't believe that it is, but it truly is. And with the eyebrow raise, you have to do the eyebrow raise as well.
The eyebrow raise. The hair's raised. I don't know about the eyebrow. It's getting further and further back.
It's so nice and lovely to have your company. If you are thinking of buying some of our timepieces, please, when we say we are low on stock, it's the absolute truth. And if you are going for this particular piece, we didn't have thousands, but we are down to single figures now. So 494357 is your item number. You're saving £170. It's virtually half price, and it's the first time we've ever had the brand and this watch to air with us, which is really exciting. I love the neon.
Now, can we just remind everyone that we have timepieces that start at £60 and come with complimentary gifts. In fact, the £60 timepiece that we've got for you has been absolutely flying out of the door. It's a Thomas Earnshaw piece. You'll find it on the website. It's coming with a pen included.
Leather strap,
If you've got it in a basket, though, so many of you are shopping for that because it's such a great deal. Do check your baskets out on that one. You'll find it on the website if you haven't already seen it. Now, Cadola is another great brand.
Yeah, another brand that I only worked with quite recently, but instantly fell in love with it because it's got a really great look, and they're all very different, but got sort of the same sort of heart, if that makes sense.
I think they're a great stylish look, and I think they've put a lot of engineering to these watches, but I think they've got a look that you just instantly attracted to because of the details.
Yeah, I think they're stunning, all of them. Great price again, should be £380, £150 is your price today. But talk us through this one if you would.
So this is the Peterson chronograph from Cadola. So it's their modern sports chronograph. So it's a fully functioning hybrid mechanical quartz chronograph. What that means is that it's quartz timekeeping with a mechanical chronograph. So that chronograph, when you start and stop it, is mechanical. So you have the lovely reassuring click when you start and stop it, and then when you reset it, it reclicks because it's actually mechanical. The other lovely thing about this watch is it's got that sleek design there, and look at the finishing, the stainless steel brushing and polishing, and the dial is genuine carbon fibre. So it's got that carbon fibre weave, and I think they were clever to do the weave sort of diagonally across it, so it really is attractive. So I think you've got a lovely look there, a very modern sports chronograph there. The pushers, the start and stop there, the start and stop there at the top, is integrated into the case.
Oh, you wouldn't even know they were there.
No, and it's sleek, but then they've anodized the colour, and that comes from old Pilot's watches, where they actually put the different pushers as different colours.
Ah,
Now, I know
right.
it sounds, someone said to me, well, you know which pusher it is, but if you look in a cockpit, the instruments are colour-coded, and it is a visual reminder, so you've got start and stop at the top, and reset at the bottom.
Absolutely love that. You have got as well a silicone strap that comes alongside each of the timepieces. Very much taking it from day to night, or perhaps from smart to fun. Absolutely love the colour options. This one we're looking at is the mustard yellow choice. And then again, you've got sort of the contrast with the details that are on the face of the watch. But you also have got an orange blue and a tarmac blue available, which we will show you those in a moment, but you can see them on the website as well. I think it's a beautifully made watch, and what I was really surprised, it's got a really nice weight to it as well.
Yeah, because they put the engineering into the right places. It's a solid stainless steel case, a solid stainless steel link bracelet. There's a fold-over safety clasp with micro adjustment as well, with a safety lock on it. There's a sapphire coated crystal. I mean, everything is there. I can list off all these specifications, but that's because they've built the watch well.
They really have built the watch beautifully. We have got a complimentary gift alongside this brand as well, and it is a very cool gift because it's the earbuds.
That's right. So we've got the new sound Bluetooth earbuds. They're designed in the UK, and here's the trailer for them. I mean, they do everything that you need it to do.
Fabulous. So they actually charge in the case. So have them in the case, then pop them into your ears, obviously, and you can listen to your music. You can actually answer your phone as well. You can just control them by touching them as well. Great present idea, perhaps a secondary present for somebody else. So you have got another gift. 18 hours of battery life as well when they are fully charged. And they're just so cool. And I know they would be a perfect gift for so many. Perhaps you've got that teenager in the family, never quite sure, or someone in their 20s not sure what to buy for them. You've got a great gift there alongside your timepiece. Now, we looked at one colour option. We're going to move on to the second option of the timepiece, and this is our orange and blue, and it is a fabulous sort of turquoise blue.
Look at it with the blue.
Lovely.
You can really change the look of the watch with those straps. I mean, if you're going on holiday, or you're at summertime, or you know, you're going to a Grand Prix or something, adding the straps just adds a bit of fun. You also get the tool to change the strap as well, which I think is really useful. And it's those little pops of colour, the sub-dial there, the little anodised aluminium pusher as well, that really complement. It shows the detail. It's so easy for a manufacturer to just use the same components across each watch, not with Cadola.
I love that. This is really, it reminds me of like 70s Steve McQueen style, you know, racing movies, all that kind of thing. Really sporty look that you've got. The colours really work, the orange and the blue on that one. But it looks, I really think this looks particularly expensive. And because of the way it's finished, Jonathan.
Well, I think you say it looks particularly expensive, but let's just talk about the fact that it's finished well.
Yeah.
So it's a stainless steel case. Now look at the case, it's brushed and polished. So the edges of the case are individually brushed. So there's a bevel there, which is contrasting with the brushing. That is detailed watchmaking. Quite often you'll see a watch where it's entirely polished or entirely brushed. This is not. They've taken the trouble to give the finishing that means that the watch, every time you move it, reflects the light. And each of these watches, you've noticed, even the bezels are different. They're different finishing on there, brushed on the top, polished on the edges there. This particular one is a lovely stainless steel finish there. It's detailed watchmaking, and it's why we love our watches.
Now this is another colour option for you, which is the tarmac blue. And wait till you see the face on this. And the bezel where you've got that fabulous blue. How nice is that? And then the strap, then it really complements this. And it's the face as well, that detail. Tell us about the face again, the detail. It's got so much texture.
You have. So what you've got there is a genuine carbon fibre dial. So you can see the weave of the carbon fibre on the dial there. I love the fact it's diagonal. It really draws attention to the material, but doesn't distract. And then you've got the sub-dials set into that on a different dial. So it's what we call a sandwich dial there. So there's a dial underneath the carbon fibre, which means you can differentiate between the chronograph features and then the general dial finish there. It's a lot of finishing on that watch.
A lot of finishing. I think it's a gorgeous piece. This is my favourite, the tarmac blue, and then alongside the strap, That just works so nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
I love the texture on the strap as well.
It's called a waffle plate.
Waffle plate?
Waffle plate. I mean, think about a waffle maker,
Yeah, I love a
and that's how these watches were moulded. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there tonight who know a partner who's spent quite a lot of money on carbon fibre accessories for their car or their motorbike there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is something that will complement their carbon fibre accessories on a great sports watch.
Absolutely brilliant. 572-541 should be £380. That's a massive saving, isn't it? It's £150 tonight. It's like you're getting 2 watches because you're getting 2 straps. Everything comes beautifully gift box. Again, warranty-wise.
2-year manufacturer's warranty on everything in the show, supported here in the UK, and I think that's really important.
It really is, because you've got that peace of mind that if anything does happen to go wrong, you've got that UK contact. 572-541, remember those 3 different colours. So you've got that amazing yellow, you've got the lighter blue, and then you've got the tarmac blue that Hayley just showed us. You will get a complimentary gift with these. Again, just to remind you, you will have the earbuds included with every purchase from the Cadola range. So we'll include those for you in whatever Cadola timepiece you go for.
They're coming.
You love these, don't you?
They're so useful. Well, I mean, they're fully featured. So they're Bluetooth 5. They've got the touch control on them as well. There's the case that you get to charge the battery. And it's just useful to have. I mean, they are something that you think you don't need and they're using all the time. The other thing is, if they're expensive set of Bluetooth, it's good to have some spares.
Definitely.
You don't worry about it.
Definitely. And these could be those spares, or it could be that perfect gift again for somebody else. So 2 presents for the price of 1. So they will come alongside any of the Cadola actual timepieces. 572-541 is your item number. £150 should be £380. So you've got a really fabulous saving on the watch, but a complimentary gift alongside it as well. So many different timepieces to show you, so many to see as well. So do shop ahead of us on our website. If there's anything we haven't been to and you think, oh, I hope they go to that before the end of the show, obviously we finish at 3, do please email in studio@shopontv.co.uk and we'll try and get to that timepiece before the end of the show. We've got some pieces that are down to single figures, so please do check your baskets out and don't miss out, and everything with a 2-year warranty as well.
Yeah, this next piece is really special though. I'm going to bring Jonathan straight in because there's a great story behind this. It says British Legion on the details, the reason being there's a contact there.
There is. So this is our brand Aviate, which is a brand inspired by aviation, the men and women who served, who designed, who engineered, who looked after aircraft there. It's a great brand, and we've done a collaboration with the Royal British Legion, I think for the last 3 years, which means for each and every watch there is a donation made for the Royal British Legion. So you can see these are special limited editions there. There is the poppy at the top, so that's what makes them unique. And we make a donation for each and every watch sold. But this is a Dam Busters anniversary watch there. So with 617 Squadron from the RAF who flew the Dam Busters raid in Lancasters, we made a very limited run of these watches inspired by aviation cockpit instruments there, and they're limited edition. So we're very proud that it's the 80th anniversary of the Dam Busters mission now, Operation Chastise there, Wing Commander Guy Gibson. I mean, this goes into folklore, isn't it? I mean, it's part of our iconic history there. And not only these watches inspired by that, but there's a donation from each and every watch made to the Royal British Legion, and of course they do fantastic work supporting our servicemen and women and their families.
Now there's over £100 saving against the usual price. On top of that, there's also a complimentary gift included.
There is, and this is really important. So what we've done is we've made a collector's box for the Royal British Legion. So I'm just going to move it in there, and the collector's box is made for them. So that's the complimentary gift. It's a hard shell case, so even though this is very lightweight, if you squeeze it, it's very strong, isn't it? So it's great there. But we made it for the Royal British Legion. So if you open up there, you can see there's the pop in as well. There you have your carry case for 3 watches. So if you take your watches away on holiday, not only is this light for hand luggage, I mean, don't let them roll around in your bag. But when you get to the hotel, put this in the safe as well. Now, this is the Royal British Legion. It is a complimentary gift, but there is a donation going for the box, which is your complimentary gift, and the watch.
Oh, brilliant.
So we're giving this a complimentary gift, but the Royal British Legion don't lose out.
Great. Absolutely fabulous. So you'll get both the watch and the watch box for £150 tonight. 830176. You've got a few different colour options to choose from. The midnight blue is the one that I've got with that lovely golden brass finish around the outside. And then Hayley, you have the onyx black option,
which is lovely. There are some other options as well, and you can shop ahead of us on the website for those. I love that it's 10, 20, 40, 50.
Yeah, the numerals.
Really cool.
Yeah, I mean, what you're looking at is the key timing components, and that's sometimes what you want in an instrument. You're looking for the key timing sectors if you're navigating. But I think it's great because they've made an iconic watch. To have it associated with 617 Squadron is great. Aviate do lots of collaborations, some of which I can't discuss because they're not sponsorships. They're done for the personnel in those squadrons, so they're not commercially available.
Right.
But I've seen some of them, they are amazing there, and I think it's great that this was made publicly available. Also notice that on the strap, which is a beautiful leather strap there, there's two keepers, and there is a red and there is a blue, and that's of course for the tri-services, so that's for the Air Force as well. So I think it's great that they've made the detail on the strap to make it different. Each watch, I believe, is also individually numbered.
Really
I think that
nice.
is absolutely gorgeous, and I know the poppy means so much to so many. It could be such that perfect gift, or you could just mean so much to be on your wrist.
Yeah.
£150 should be £255, and of course a gift given to British Legion as well. Don't forget, you will get that gorgeous case, travel case, which is so nice. That's a complimentary gift alongside the Dan Buster, and that allows you to you get another couple of watches popped in there, and great for travelling.
Can we show the back of the watch? I think it's really important that they see the detail on these watches. There, so there you've got, I mean, that's special to these watches. You've got the RBL logo on there, so that's on the back, and they're numbered as well. So I think they've really taken time. And as I said, I think it's year 3 with the RBL now. It's quite a substantial donation they've made, and I think it's with the support of people who've bought these watches, which I think is lovely.
It is so nice.
Such a lovely finish to this timepiece as well, and such important work that the British Legion do, obviously. If you want to go for these, you've got the midnight blue that I've got. Hayley's got the black option there, and there are more options on the website for you to see at £150 if you want to go for that
great
particular
thickness
timepiece.
to that leather strap.
Yeah, I mean, the case is beautifully engineered, and that strap, which is a cut-edge leather strap, it's a very bold strap, but it's very comfortable. It'll break in like a pair of shoes.
Yes.
It's a great, clear legible.
Yeah, you can feel
Everyone
that.
knows someone who's an aviation enthusiast who loves their aircraft, and I think it's a great gift for someone like that.
Absolutely fabulous, and you can of course find that on our website. Do not miss out on that while the stock is available, and do check out the other colour options that we have got available. But we are going to move back to Thomas Earnshaw, your favourite timepiece, which I'm not surprised, one of our most affordable. We did promise you today timepieces from £60 upwards, and Thomas Earnshaw does come alongside a complimentary gift as well, which is a fabulous pen, which I would say is probably around about £50 worth. That's Thomas Earnshaw's pens are normally around £50 upwards, so it could be more. You're getting that as a complimentary gift with a timepiece that is only £60.
Crazy value.
We couldn't, and then when you see the timepiece as well with the leather strap, and it's a chronograph, and I can't believe we've got this deal.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't equate the price of this watch away from any other watch in the show, would you?
No.
I mean, it's a beautiful Earnshaw, a very contemporary look by that. A standard chronograph there, very classic stainless steel case. Just for a moment, look at the stainless steel case and look at the finishing, great angle there. So look, it's a stainless steel case, and then there's a lovely ring around the stainless steel where it's polished slightly so it reflects the light beautifully.
Ah, yes.
And then as you draw your eye into the dial, past the sapphire coated crystal, look at the work in the dial there. So there's applied indices that has to be applied by hand there, luminous markers in the indices, so this will glow at night. Then you've got these beautiful hands which are polished, filled with luminous markers there. This gorgeous chocolate brown colour. So it's a lovely, it's almost like vintage patina hue, isn't it, as well? There's the two sub-dials for the chronograph, 60 minutes on the bottom, 60 seconds on the top there. And as you move it around again, you see the Rehalt, which is the gap between the dial and the bezel. That impresses your friends, so that's my Rehalt. Has sectors printed onto it. So they haven't tried to scrimp here. They've looked at the watch from top to bottom and given you everything you want in a chronograph in a very comfortable but lovely sort of vintage inspired look.
It's £60. I can't get over it.
It's such a nice
£190 saving on the usual price, and we're going to give you that pen from Thomas Earnshaw. Thomas Earnshaw branded weighted pen that can be a gift for you. It can go alongside the timepiece if you so wish. It's a gorgeous, it's like a blue lacquered finish, a lovely rich royal navy against a rose gold. It's got the Earnshaw branding on the lapel label that you can see there, and screw top, so you know the top's going to stay on there. And it's weighted, so it helps you to write better, doesn't it?
It's got a really nice weight to it, and I do write terribly in a cheap pen. I've got the worst unreadable writing. But when I've got a nice pen, I write so much nicer. And if you're trying to fill a form out, or perhaps you're trying to write that special wedding card or birthday card or card to a loved one, having a nice pen to write with really does, I truly think, makes a difference. This could be a separate gift for somebody else, or you could keep this for yourself. But as I say, the Earnshaw pens normally £50 upwards, so I would say you've got a pen worth around about £50 as a complimentary gift with a £60 timepiece, which is crazy.
169265. It's been one of our most popular timepieces on the show. We had the biggest stock across the show on this timepiece, but it is absolutely disappearing, really busy.
And it's ageless, isn't it, that? I could see that on an 18-year-old's wrist. They've got a white T-shirt, pair of jeans, really cool, wearing it every day. I could see it in a guy in his 80s with a really smart suit on, and just a real nice, it's got quite a classic look, but it's absolutely stunning. And I love a brown watch. I think there's something very smart about a brown watch.
Yeah, I think it's not trying too hard. I think it has that lovely sort of ageless patina. We all need some great classics, don't we? Nice jacket, nice pair of jeans.
It is that classic,
And I think that's a grab and go look, isn't it?
It is that leather jacket, isn't it?
Yeah.
That leather jacket that you've had for years, but still love it, still go to it time and time again. That timepiece will be exactly that. And whether you're out on a motorbike or whether you're out with your walking stick, I think this will work with absolutely everybody. I just think it's completely ageless. Got such a great look with it. And again, you do get the complimentary pen alongside it, yet it's £60.
It's crazy value.
And it's a chronograph, so it's got a stopwatch as well.
Yeah, so you start and stop the chronograph. Sean just did it there as well. And that's so useful. I mean, I know people think it's crazy because people say, what do you use a chronograph? And I say, well, if I've parked the car, I use it to Did you know sometimes when you park your car, you have to use those apps on your phone?
Oh, it's a nightmare.
Do you know they charge you extra for that?
Yeah,
now,
they
a lot of them?
do.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, don't get us started
Oh,
on this.
they do.
We'll be here all
And there's
night.
no options.
No. So I sometimes, when I park, I use the stopwatch on that. Cooking your dinner, stopwatch on that. Walking the dog. I think it's really useful to have a stopwatch. And also, no phone, no messages, no charger, no software.
Love it.
It's almost built in. And that's why chronographs are made. But I think it's a fantastic look.
Really is a beauty, isn't it? A real lovely watch, and a watch you can instantly see the time as well. Should be £250. I just can't believe we've got it down to 60, which we have, and with your complimentary gift as well. Lovely leather strap that does have that look of that leather jacket that you've loved and worn for years. It's got that real classic sort of vintage look to it. 169265 is your item number. It is our busiest timepiece. It is a timepiece we had a little bit more stock of, but that stock is going so quickly. So if you have got that special birthday coming up, could be an 18th, 21st, 30th, or perhaps just for a loved one, perhaps you've got an anniversary coming up and you want to, or perhaps someone's retiring and you want that really special gift, you've put a bit of money together and you want to get them something that they'll always remember, something they can keep. A timepiece is exactly that, and we've got such a great collection from £60 upwards. So moving away from one Thomas Earnshaw to another, which is
my favourite.
Oh, it is lovely though, isn't it?
Yeah, the point of difference here is the case shape, isn't it, Jonathan?
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous
It's
design.
gorgeous. I mean, this is a tonneau case. It's a barrel case, and this was sort of devised by Cartier. It's a classic. Tonneau is French for barrel. You put that watch on your wrist, and we've done it tonight, and it comes alive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It is elegantly understated. It really is stylish. It doesn't try too hard. Great for an interview, great for a dinner. It's fully automatic, it's mechanical as well there. And the way those tonneau cases curve around your wrist, I think it has that air of luxury, isn't it? It's something that's elegant and beautifully designed.
Beautifully designed.
I mean, it's so elegant, isn't it? That shape that you talk about, that barrel shape, I absolutely love. I fell in love with a watch like this, didn't I? I was lucky enough to get it for one of my special birthdays. But the fact that with this one, I wish it was my 21st. I wish I could remember my 21st. I did get a lovely watch for my 21st.
You did get a watch for your 21st.
I did.
You did.
You've bought me some gorgeous watches over the years. But the fact that this is open at the back with the skeleton dial that you can see all the way through. Now, we've been massively busy on this. If you've got this in a basket, it's the biggest saving on the show, this one, isn't it? I'm sure it is.
You've got an incredible saving on this, £260. So should be, as you can see there, 340 down to £80. So saving so much more than you're actually spending. £260 is our largest saving of the evening. And it's an automatic. I'm super excited because I love a skeleton watch. I just think it's amazing when you look at all the workings and think someone hand assembled this.
Yeah.
But the actual shape to the watch is so important, Jonathan. And then also, on top of all of that, the fact it is an automatic. And for anyone that doesn't know what an automatic is, what does that mean?
Yes, I think it gives you integrity to the watch, doesn't it? So it's a fully mechanical timepiece. There are no batteries, there are no chargers. It's a tick-tock. In other words, there's a spring inside and there's a rotor on the back of the watch. So as you move your watch, even you giving the watch to Charlotte, sorry, passing the watch between you and Sean, means that you're winding the watch. That is winding the watch there. So I always say if you wear a watch for about 8 hours a day, that will give you enough power in that watch that if you took it off your wrist and then you put it on the side of the table, it would give you about 40 hours before it would run down there. It's a brilliant way of having something that is self-charging, that is self-powered. No charger, no software there. It's a brilliant design which has been perfected over many years. But I love the fact that Earnshaw show you the engineering. There's nowhere to hide in that watch. If we look through that watch and Sean just waves his finger behind it, I mean, it's not a magic trick. We've just shown you all the engineering in the watch. It's there to see.
Which is incredible. Someone sits and hand assembles these pieces and you've paid £80 for it, which is just absolutely incredible. I think it is a real classic. I think it's that perfect gift. And you said earlier, Jonathan, and I think it's ideal for this, if you have got a wedding coming up and you've got a groomsman, what a great present that would be.
I mean, I think with the cost of things going up there, it's very hard to choose presents now. But you just said it before. You remember the gift of a watch.
Oh,
you do remember the gift of a watch.
Every time you look at that watch, you remember when it was bought, why it was bought, who it was from.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's good. And for a first watch, for a 21st, for an 18th, for an important occasion, for someone's retiring, you just can't really beat a watch there. And I think that look really is quite understatedly elegant, isn't it? Very simple, very classic.
It's an absolute beauty. And then you really do see how it sits just so nicely onto the wrist. Again, that's down to design, that's down to Thomas Earnshaw, which have got the most incredible history, haven't they?
Exactly. I mean, what's great is that everything we're looking at, all the Earnshaws as well, are 2-year manufacturer's warranty. So we're supporting them, the customers, with these watches because we've designed them, we've assembled them, we've built them. And you're right. Earnshaw, as marine chronometers, he was born in 1749. He had a workshop in Holborn. He supplied chronometers to the Royal Navy. You can see his work in the Science Museum, but he was always innovative. So here you have a Earnshaw, which has that classic elements of watchmaking over the centuries on your wrist at greatly accessible price.
Carrying on that history on your wrist as a skeleton watch with that fabulous shape. And of course that lovely feel to it as well. Leather strap, which has got a really nice sort of croc detail to it. Love the fastener on the strap as well. It's actually the E of the Earnshaw, but don't forget all the actual Thomas Earnshaw products come alongside the pen. And that's got a screw top, which is lovely. It's a beautiful pen in weight and beautiful design as well, and writes just beautifully. I would say this, couldn't get a definite price on this, but Thomas Earnshaw pens usually go from around about £50 upwards. So you've got a really lovely gift for yourself, if you like, or you could give it alongside your actual timepiece. And I'm just hearing how busy this timepiece is.
If you want to get this, over half the stock are in people's shopping baskets already. So if you have it in a basket, do check that basket out. Make sure you get that beautiful piece that we just showed you. Biggest saving on the show, £260 against.
And now you look again and I see the hands and how stunning the hands are.
That's right, and that's the detail. I mean, these are Dauphin hands, which are sword hands there. They're actually luminous inside as well, so they've got a little bit luminous, so you've got that sort of clarity that you want. But that blue hand, that's a classic one. But it was done with heat. That was the way it used to be done. I've seen people do it. They put the hands on a stone. I think it's 13 seconds. They heat the stone up and they turn blue. Now, that's what's inspired these hands there. But I mean, blue hands against a silver white dial there, absolutely classic.
And do you know what? That picture does that watch no justice whatsoever. It's 100 times nicer than that.
Because the curves and the way that was designed reflect the light, and that's what watches do. They play with the light.
Yeah, they do. And we're going to stick with Thomas Earnshaw.
Yep, so again, you'll get the complimentary pen alongside our next timepiece as well. Any of the Thomas Earnshaw timepieces, you will get the complimentary pen. Have a little look at this beauty, and this is another beauty. We were saying this very much could be that sort of clock on a clock tower. It's got so much detail and so much. I look at it, I just feel it's got so much sort of texture to it.
Yeah, and when I say to people look at watches and really study them in detail, I say, like, look at the case, look at the brushing and the polishing, then look at the dial. Is the dial just printed? Or actually, has it got details on it? And when you look at a dial like this, first of all, you've got the exposed skeletonized movement, so they're showing you the movement. But then look at the combination of the Roman numerals on the 6 and the 12, then the applied indices. They're all luminous as well, so they've got that combination of classic and modern. And then if you look at the dial, the black surround around it, you'll see that actually there's almost like a graduated look on it. So there's a lot of detail, and we all commented, didn't we? Stainless steel case, black dial, and that sort of soft coppery details on the hands there. Doesn't that work well?
Really contrast, doesn't it? And then when we spin the watch around, and you see there's so much going on here, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's an exhibition case back which is really interesting because you see the movement, and the movement itself, which is automatic, mechanical and skeletonized there, is decorated. So on the rotor there is Geneva stripes there, which is that lovely vertical striping pattern there. On the wheels, on the gear train, can you see there's sun ray patterning on the gear train? So as you move it around, they want you to see their work.
You can see really expensive automatic watches that have got nothing like that detail on them. I mean, the back is just as exciting as the front, isn't it?
Absolutely. And you want to enjoy a mechanical watch. I mean, look, there's a great shot there. Look, you can see there is the balance wheel. That balance wheel will be beating at over 20,000 beats per hour. I mean, that's the engineering.
That's like the heartbeat, isn't it?
It's the tick and tock.
The tick and tock. And you can see it ticking and tocking, ticking and tocking.
Yeah.
That is like just a dream. And then I look at all those tiny pieces, and someone has hand assembled every single piece having to be in the correct place. So you get that tick and tock. I just find it fascinating, and I just think they must have the patience of an absolute saint and the steadiest of hands.
Absolutely. Well, it takes years of training. When you go into a watchmaker's room, it's very quiet. You can't go, hello, how are you, and pat them on the back. You know, I mean, you have to take time, and it is a skill. There are watchmakers who know what they're doing.
It's a craftsmanship.
It's a craftsmanship, and it's real things, and people have to understand the technology.
And that's exactly what you're looking at. You're looking at craftsmanship with an amazing history. The rally skeleton has been really popular tonight. Really nice size to this too. Lovely leather strap. And don't forget, you do get the complimentary pen from Thomas Earnshaw alongside this.
You should put this on.
I like the size to this, and I think lots of our pens, though they often say gents, I think are so nice on a lady's wrist. Have a look at that. I mean, that is fabulous.
Yeah, it works, doesn't it? Yeah, just because it says gents on the detail doesn't mean it's a gents watch. It's for whoever wants it. That's the point. These designs really come to life on your wrist, so it's whatever you want it to be when it comes to a timepiece like this. At £280 on the usual price, you've got a £200 saving. You will get that complimentary pen included as well. 502386 is your item number there. Oh, my voice went a bit funny then. Item number there.
And it's got a lovely, the leather strap, which, oh gosh, it's lovely. The feel to it is so super soft, and you know it's going to sit on your wrist just so comfortably. Don't forget, you do get the complimentary pen alongside that as well. So 502386 is your item number. It's really great to have your company this morning. I've got ITV1 and STV. We've got incredible pieces for you to check out, everything on our website. But if you are perhaps ordering with us for the very first time and you're thinking, you know, is it easy to order? It's as simple as this.
After you've ordered from ShopOnTV, we aim to deliver your purchases as quickly as possible. Postage and packing charges cover standard UK delivery, which is normally 3 to 5 working days, though depending on the carrier, you could receive your products sooner. Certain items may be offered with expedited delivery for a nominal extra charge. We'll give you a delivery estimate every time you place an order. Not going to be home or prefer to have your packages arrive at a different address? No problem. Just enter the destination information when you check out. Once you pay, it's on the way from ShopOnTV.
Keep up to date with all the latest news, information and special offers from ShopOnTV by following us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok and YouTube. You'll find us at ShopOnTV Live. Be a part of our fun community at ShopOnTV.
At ShopOnTV, many of the offers during our nightly live broadcast are time sensitive. Some items may have low stocks, discounts and price savings that are only for a limited time, extra added value such as 2 for 1 and gift with purchase, or other desirable perks such as free postage and packing or expedited delivery. Before you go to bed, we encourage you to make it your nighttime ritual to tune in and check out what's on the show. From midnight to 3 on ITV1 and STV. You can also watch live or catch up on our YouTube channel at ShopOnTV Live. There are exclusive online-only offers on our website too, so keep your eyes peeled at shopontv.co.uk and bag the bargains before they're gone. Watch, shop and save with ShopOnTV.
Great to have your company. We're going to get straight on with more timepieces. We've had an amazing sort of few hours of incredible 4 different brands and prices for everybody from £60 up to £200. So all really affordable, which has been great.
Now, these next timepieces very, very special. Jonathan, tell us the story behind Aviate.
So Aviate is a brand that's been created because it's inspiration from aviation. Now, we're not talking about pilots' watches. We're talking about the people, the men and women who engineered, who designed, who served, who flew, who really worked on aircraft there. And we've taken that inspiration and put it into watches. And we're very proud because we've got a collaboration with Royal British Legion. I think it's year 3 now. And this is the addition we've made, the tri-service. So that is Air Force, Navy and Army special chronograph.
Look at that.
Wow, that is lovely.
Now tell us all about this.
So this is our chronograph, our field chronograph there. It comes in the special RBL, Royal British Legion canvas box there. So this is special for the watch. We've made 500 pieces only. Now we've got a beautiful watch here. Now there's some interesting features on this watch. So first of all, it is a chronograph. It's a mechanical quartz chronograph, so it's a hybrid chronograph there. It has an inner rotating bezel. So let me just try and reach across. And if I just move this bezel there, can you see that the bezel rotates around? So instead of being on the outside of the watch, this crown operates the bezel on the inside of the watch. It is a mechanical chronograph there, so it keeps the waterproof while having that bezel inside there. The mechanical chronograph is mechanical on a quartz basis as well. You get the strap, so you get the leather strap and the NATO strap. And the dial here, I think, is really, really clever. So I'm going to try and see if we can work the dial and show you how much detail. So if we have a close-up on the dial where we can, you'll notice that the dial, first of all, has molded luminous numerals. And that's something that's just coming in now. So the numerals are really clear, but they're 3D in their effect there as well. So look at that, very clear. They're all luminous. Now, the dial, it's like a military green, isn't it? I mean, you can see it, lovely texture. Now, as we drop the lights on, I'm going to try and light this up. So let me just show you what happens when you light it up.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's fabulous.
So the numerals are luminous, but then the poppies come to light as well. And I think that's a really clever touch, right? But it's meaning. Now, every watch, there is a sizable donation for every watch to the Royal British Legion. And I think that's really lovely that they make these additions. We've had such amazing support, but the engineering, this shows this watch is made for this special occasion.
That's fabulous. Take the light away again
and then,
come back. Oh, that's fabulous.
That is, and you can tell that's the first time we've seen that.
That is fabulous.
You should hear the gallery. The gallery reaction was good.
Because by day, it's just a regular watch. You know there is meaning. But of course, as the light fades, you know that there's real meaning, because there's proceeds going from these watches which really do make a difference.
Fabulous. How fabulous is that? The colourway as well. You're getting the leather strap that we can see here, but you're also getting an additional...
Lovely
additional How do we describe it?
Well, that's a NATO strap, and that was literally the strap designed for pilots. So what it does is it's what we call a single pass strap. So if you look, it's one piece. So if one of your keepers broke, if you're in service, then watch wouldn't fall off your wrist. But look at the engineering on the strap as well. Can you see the leather reinforcement there as well? And then look at one of the buckles, right? Because this is custom made. If I just move my, look at the buckle. There is a poppy embossed on the buckle there. So think about this watch, the detail and the meaning in terms of what, and every watch sold, there is a generation donation to the Royal British Legion.
Now, not only that, you've got a massive price reduction, should be £350, it's down to 180. On top of that, there's also a complimentary gift included.
There is. So what we've done with this watch, which is really lovely, is we've made a special gift. So there we go, let me bring it in. This is made for the Royal British Legion, so it's our carry case. Now, this is nylon, but it's got a structure, so I'm going to squish that down. So it is tough, very lightweight, but this was the Royal British Legion edition. So there we go, there's the poppy in there as well.
What a great travel.
The red cushions for the watch as well. Now that's the complimentary gift, but there's a donation for this as well.
Oh, gosh.
So there's a donation for the watch and a donation for this, even though it's a complimentary gift to you. So I just think it's a lovely, meaningful combination.
It certainly is. 344-100 is your item number. Remember, it will come beautifully boxed anyway. It comes in this gorgeous Royal British Legion poppy emblazoned box that you see there. You've got your extra strap in there, and you've also got your changing tool. The timepiece itself is stunning, but as a complimentary gift, you're also getting that second travel case included as well. So what a great collection you've got there. Can we see those poppies again?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, well, I want to show you the detail that goes into these watches. So you can see a lovely dial there, but if I light the dial up, and I'll use my little torch to do that, look what happens when we light the dial up.
Can you even when the lights are there, it starts to appear, doesn't it?
So there you go, the poppies. Yeah.
Now take it away again, Jonathan. Let's see the big reveal when you come back in. Go on.
You wouldn't know, would you? And then all of a sudden...
There we go. Look at that.
A field full of poppies.
That is so cool.
And will mean so much.
So meaningful.
To so many. What a wonderful gift that could be. Or actually, for yourself, if it means that much, you know, have that on your wrist. What a fabulous piece to have. Beautifully boxed and lovely with that complimentary sort of travel case as well. A really fabulous piece, isn't it?
It really is. Really busy on this. We've only shown it just for a couple of moments. 344-100 is the item number.
Great colour.
Yeah, love the green.
Well, it's great. You could wear that every day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very practical look. I mean, great for someone who wants to wear it. Also, 2-year warranty, so they've got full backup there.
But you can really see the poppy on the strap there as well, which is lovely.
Poppy, on that second strap. It's a beautiful piece. It comes with all the literature included. It's a limited edition, remember. It's £180, should be £350. So if you want to get that, be quick. And as Jonathan said, a donation to the Royal British Legion, not only for the watch, but also from the complimentary gift that we're giving you today as well. Now, we are going to move on to another brand.
Well, hey.
This is a brand that we've worked with quite a lot, but not seen this timepiece before. This is Nubeo we're going to talk about next. And let's talk about the inspiration behind Nubeo.
So Nubeo are a modern brand. It's an American brand there. And what they do is they take their inspiration from exploration. Now we're talking about space and under the sea. And it's extreme exploration. But they build watches that I think are different, and they have their own unique look, but really tough. Now the ingenuity is the helicopter, the roving helicopter on Mars, right? It's the first powered flight on Mars. There's the ingenuity. We've made these chronographs, so they're basically 550 of all colours there. And when I say different, have a look at this watch and how different it is. Sapphire crystal, 200 metres water resistant. It's a really strong construction. And I always say to people, when you look at a Nubeo, you can't mistake it for anything else. And it looks like a spaceship captain's watch, doesn't it? It looks like a science fiction watch. But it's a chronograph. Now look at the engineering on the dial. So when we get the dial in close up, I just want you to see how this works. So a chronograph usually has sub-dials with hands. Not Nubeo, because when I start the chronograph, I'm sure if I may, have a look. So at the top, you've got what we call a retrograde. So that's counting the tenths of a second. Now, instead of going round, it's back and forth. So there's the retrograde. At the bottom, the second counter is a disc. So it's not hands, there's a disc moving around.
Oh, yes, spinning.
And then at this left-hand side, the 60-minute counter is another disc. So this is a chronograph that not only measures tenths of a second, it's replaced the hands with discs. It's proper science fiction, isn't it? I mean, it's really something different. Now, we've got Nubeo collectors out there. They love these watches because every one is a real conversation piece.
That is fabulous.
£450 is the price it should be. It's a £250 saving. Again, it's one of the biggest savings on the show that we've got for you tonight. Now, our colour options are interesting.
They are. So I don't know if we'll pronounce them correctly because we're not quite sure how to pronounce them.
Should we get Jonathan to do it?
Well, Jonathan was like, I've no.
Well, I mean, the guys at Nubeo, I mean, we've got very limited supplies. I mean, they could be perhaps Martian craters or something. I don't know.
They might be.
You know, that's what it could be.
Chahat.
We'll get Gemma to Google.
Or yeah.
Shall we?
Chahat.
We'll put it on the search engine.
Is this colour option?
Is
so
that
the
this
grey
one?
face is Chahat, which probably isn't said right at all, but Chahat.
And then next up, this one.
So which colour is that one? That is our. That's
Ravish.
Ravish. Ravish. R-A-V-I-C-H. Ravish. And that's got sort of a black face.
Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it, actually?
I love how it works.
I love the detail.
And also, if you want to differentiate on the website, look at the colour of the bezel. So you'll get black bezel, stainless steel bezel, and then look at the disc, because that will help you work out which one is which.
And when you are on our website, when you select the colour, it will pop into the viewing window. We'll show you that in just a moment.
And this is a nice one. This has got a green face. Canham. That one's called. C-A-N-H-A-M.
But it's a really different, bold timepiece. And I think I mean, that's a party trick. But think about Nubeo having to re-engineer this watch to replace the hands with discs. And I think that's really, really clever. And I think that's really good. And I think it's the engineering. That's why I love doing these shows. I mean, think about all the stories we've covered with all of these watches. And here we've got something that's totally fresh and individual again.
The green, I think, is in Gallery of the Sen. I like the green. I love the green. There is something about colours on timepieces now which is so popular, really eye-catching. That just makes me think of my petrol tank, empty. Empty, fill it back up. Empty, fill it back up. Great piece.
We are busy on this. A lot of collectors. You have a lot of Nubeo followers, don't you?
Yeah, well, Nubeo have done some really fascinating timepieces. They've actually collaborated with NASA twice. We've sent Nubeo watches up into the outer atmosphere, so I think to 107,000 feet, and every single watch did that. They sell out so quickly as well. But I just think they've got a look that is, you've got to think again.
So that is your Canam option. If you want the green, if you're going through to buy, Canam is the option you want to go for. Next up, we have got the grey colourway.
Chahat.
Which is the Chahat that we're looking at in the grey. And then Hayley has the final colourway, which
is Ravish.
Ravish. Ravitch. They're testing us tonight, aren't they?
They are.
I'll tell you what.
If anybody knows what those words actually mean, please do let us know. We can't find it anywhere.
There we go. You Google those words, the Nubeo watches comes up, which is how it should be, I suppose.
Perhaps it's Nubeo language.
Maybe it is. It's like Klingon.
Yes, absolutely.
That sounds a bit like it, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
377131 is your item number. A really substantial piece. £450 is the price. It should be £200, £250 saving. Beautifully boxed as well. And you really do have a super collector's item. Absolutely fabulous pieces for you to have in your collection, so do grab those while the stock is available. We're getting busier and busier and busier, and that always happens with timepiece shows. Please do remember there's not thousands upon thousands of these timepieces. It is very much as long as the stock is there, and don't kick yourself and wish you'd ordered yours. Grab it while the stock is there, so please do not miss out, because we really do have some fabulous pieces tonight from £60 upwards, so do have a little nosy on the website too. Now we're moving on to another piece, the Cadola, and the Cadola does come with a complimentary gift as well, which are the earbuds. We've got a couple of brands that have complimentary gifts. This is very sleek.
This is nice. Isn't it nice?
I mean, it's really interesting. I mean, I think we've got to use the word retro for this, isn't it?
Yeah,
Say retro.
it takes me back to probably one of my first watches.
Yeah, exactly. It's got that TV style case there.
Yeah.
Now, in the trade, this is called a squircle.
A squircle?
A
What's the
square
shape?
circle, yeah. Square
I
circle,
like
squircle.
it.
I will
That's
take
what,
it.
I mean, early 70s, they started to bring in these stainless steel sports watches and were playing with stainless steel as a material and the shape there. It's a fully functioning chronograph. I do own one of these myself. I think it's different. TV style case there, sapphire coated crystal. Look at the little subdials for the chronograph, because it is a chronograph there. The same shape as the case there. Applied indices, lovely stainless steel bracelet there. It's retro. It's like finding something in the vintage shop. You know you've got to have it because you're never going to see it again, but it's modern build, modern reliability. Such a cool look.
Such a cool look. Now that is our steel grey option, and then we have also got a classic black, and I love that the brightness to that blue hand. The classic black has got a red hand. The contrast just works really nicely against that face and that grey background.
It's really stylish,
Really
isn't
lovely,
it?
yeah. It's got a real style to it. Lovely shape.
Yeah, lovely shape, really sort of vintage inspired shape as well there. Nice thin movement as well, so it sits on the wrist really beautifully.
So that is one colour option for you. Nice weight to this as well. It's going to feel nice on the wrist. And you have got a really lovely watch that could be completely daytime, evening, could be suited and booted, could be casual. It makes no odds. It's the right timepiece for every single occasion. It has got a really expensive look to it.
Yeah, it's very sophisticated, isn't it? It's very stylised. Yeah. So I think it's great. I just think it's lovely. As I said, I've got one of these now because I think it's just such an individual, unique look. And it's a statement piece, isn't it? That's going to start a conversation.
I don't know why it makes me think of programs like The Saint or Sapphire and Steel.
Yeah.
Because think about it, it is that. You think about those 1970s jetliners, bright floral colours.
Yeah,
I mean,
Pan Am aircraft.
and what was it? Cars came in brown and champagne and gold and mustard yellow and things like that. But it is that sort of very stylised, very sort of sleek, sophisticated look there. But it was the era when watchmakers were coming away from the traditional shapes. They were making sports watches in stainless steel, and they wanted to make it a modern style. They wanted to make it a real statement piece, and that's what they came up with, which is becoming really collectible now.
Now Hayley's got that second colour option. I've got the steel grey there, but the classic black has another really nice contrast on there. You're going to see it in just a second from Cadola. It will come with a complimentary pair of earbuds, like we say, because it is part of the Cadola range. That pop of red throughout the face is really nice.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And the finishing on the case is very nice as well. So look at the bezel. There's the surround of the dial there. That's highly polished. The case is brushed there. You've got the inset pushers into the chronograph there, so it's sleekly done with the case there. You get the stainless steel bracelet as well with a concealed clasp there. So it's really built as one. I mean, that bracelet would have been made for the watch there, so it's very seamless.
It is. It's got a beautiful feel, very expensive feel to it, which is absolutely lovely. Really, really stunning. An absolute beautiful piece. There we go.
So if you want to go for that one, 979724 is your item number, a £200 saving on that one. You can order on the website, shopontv.co.uk, or if you do want to order on the phone, the call centre are open 24/7, 03333 241 241 is the phone number. So 979724 is the item number for your Cadola Hume quartz watch with a stainless steel bracelet. Go to the website and you will see the whole range that we've got for you, whether it's Cadola, whether it's Nabeo, and we've got some fabulous, fabulous timepieces that are featured for the first time here on Shop on TV, and we're busy across everything. So anything you've got in a basket, we would say right now start to confirm your orders and check those baskets out. Don't hang around
Fabulous
too long.
savings on everything. Savings up to £260, £200 on that last timepiece, which was a real beautiful classic piece. But we have got something that's right for everybody. If there is anything you'd like us to look at, do please let us know as soon as possible. Time is ticking away, but we've still got around about 20 minutes still with you, so we can still get to any of those timepieces while the stock is there. And some items, especially that first item, that's the solar watch, is down to single figures. Yeah, powered, solar powered, in 2.5 hours in the daylight. It's got 6 months of charge. It's absolutely amazing. A brand that we've never had with us here before at Shop on TV. So really excited to have that. And that particular watch actually has been out of stock everywhere for the last 9 months. Now there's the British Legion watches that we've looked at, and the one we've just went to actually, which comes in fantastic box, and also comes with a travel pouch box as well.
We'll show the pictures of the second strap. You get the second strap.
There it is.
Oh, the packaging's gorgeous.
It's stunning. Half the stock has sold out and gone. And you really have got such a special timepiece, because they do donate, don't they?
They do. For every single watch, there's a donation to the Royal British Legion. It's the 3rd year we've done it, and we're very proud to support the Royal British Legion.
Very small numbers remaining.
That would mean so much to so many people. That
we'll try and show you that again before the end of the show.
If we've still got the stock there, so do grab that while the stock is available. We've moved back to, well, we really did say we've got something for everybody, and price-wise, we've had prices from £60 up to 200, so all very affordable.
Yeah, great prices.
But the £60 timepiece, we couldn't believe was £60 for a start. It is a Thomas Earnshaw, so loads of history to this, but it also means all of our Thomas Earnshaws come with a complimentary gift, which is a pen. Now we were like, really, the pen comes with the £60 timepiece? But it does, and the pen, price-wise, Thomas Earnshaw's pens are usually £50 upwards, so you've got a really amazing complimentary gift, which we will show you, that still comes alongside this £60 timepiece that has a leather strap.
Yep.
And that is also a chronograph.
Leather strap.
I don't know how we've done this.
I mean, we really want to make these shows special. We want the people to have a reason to join us, and there is no Earnshaw Mayfair showroom. There is no racing team. There's no celebrity gala where you're not invited. You are our celebrities.
I love that.
And we want people to say, "What's that watch on your wrist?" I came to Earnshaw as a customer, saw the watch. It was a watch that I didn't think I could afford at the time. Bought one, and it's still ticking perfectly well, and it's great value. But that's what Earnshaw do, and I think what they do is pay real attention to detail. So they're giving you quality in the product and not spending thousands on marketing. So this is a proper chronograph there. You've got 2 sub-dials there, so it's a duo chronograph if you want to impress your friends there. Running minutes for the seconds on the top dial, 60-minute counter on the bottom there.
Brilliant.
And this lovely tropical brown, I'm going to call it, dial there. Look at the applied indices. They're all applied by hand there with luminous markers in the middle there, luminous hands there, piston pushers on the side to start and stop and reset the chronograph there. Lovely stainless steel case there, sapphire coated crystal, and just a lot of detail, but I think it just works as one. And all the things I'm saying, I think, are irregardless of the price.
Yeah, absolutely. £250 is the price it should be, and worth every single penny of that. A great looking piece, completely ageless. So if you have got a special 18th or 21st, this would be ideal. But I could see this on a gentleman in his 70s, in his 80s, with a really smart suit and some brown leather shoes. And we said earlier, it has got that look of that classic leather jacket, that brown leather jacket that you go to time and time again, have had for years, but still absolutely love it. This timepiece will be that leather jacket. You'll have it for years. You'll go to it time and time and time again. I always think a brown watch has got such smartness to it. An incredible price. And as we say, comes alongside with the complimentary pen as well.
And it's a great gift that we're giving you alongside this. A £60 price point, and then you're going to get this pen included with every Thomas Earnshaw piece that you purchase with us this evening. It's Thomas Earnshaw branded. It's got that lovely blue lacquered finish with the rose gold contrast on there. So you'll get both pieces that you see there for £60. That is bonkers value, and the pens are really popular individually, aren't they?
Pens are popular individually and beautifully finished as well. There's a lovely weight to the pen. You've got that gorgeous, what I'm going to call French blue, almost enamel colour there. Lovely detailing on the rose gold. There's even a cabochon in the cap of the pen there. So if you look at the top of the pen there, look, there's a cabochon stone in there.
Oh,
they haven't tried to scrimp on these things there. So I think you've got what Earnshaw are doing best, and they want you to get these watches in your hand, to feel them and to enjoy them.
Yes.
And I've got to say, and I keep having to say it, 2-year warranty. 2-year warranty on this.
Across the board on
everything.
the timepieces, 169265. It's been the most popular timepiece on the show. So many of you are going for it right now. It's not yours until you check out, however, so do confirm your order and check your baskets out. Really busy on that piece from Thomas Earnshaw. Should be £250. It's down to 60.
Loving.
Great saving.
Loving that. So 169265 is your item number. You can either order on the phones or on the website. On the website, of course, you will get to see absolutely everything. But grab whilst we have stock available, because our timepieces, there's never thousands upon thousands. We'd have a little bit more stock of this particular one, but it has been a real favourite. And we are going to move on to as many timepieces as we can fit in before the end of the show. And one I know you've all loved is this beauty. And this truly is a beautiful piece for so many reasons. The shape is a skeleton watch, which you see the heartbeat and you see the craftsmanship, the leather strap, the fact it's an automatic, and this is £80.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go out the weekend, I mean, how much is a meal with a bottle of wine for two now? I mean,
how much is a bottle of wine?
Yeah, actually, do you know what? I mean, I'm just saying that I think this is a great watch. It is a classic. I'm going to ask you quickly if you both put it on your wrist, because I think it really does work. It's one of those things that reflects well on you. It's understated. It's certainly very elegant there. It's extremely smart. If you're going for an interview, if you're going for a special dinner, and someone looks at your watch, that's someone who understands watches. And many of us guys have got divers watches, have got sports watches. If you want to buy them something different, then this works. But I think it also works for ladies as well, because it is that Cartier-inspired tonneau case, the lugless case. It's curved, and every time you move this watch, it's like it's winking. It's like it reflects the light. It's glamorous, it's stylish, it's iconic. I mean, look, just works, doesn't it?
It does, it really works. Just ignore any timepiece on these details where it says gents. They're for whoever wants to wear them. It's as
38 millimetres is the diameter of this, and I think a good watch, sometimes people say, I don't wear a watch because it's this or this, and I say, put it on your wrist. They go, oh, it's not what I thought. The watch should complement your wrist, not the other way around. And
the design, it's beautifully on my wrist.
Yeah.
So even though I have got quite sort of skinny wrists.
Slim, darling.
Slim.
Slim wrists.
Svelte.
Yes, yeah, is that right? I've got lots of other words for it. But it sits beautifully onto my wrist as well, and I love everything about it. And then you see the hands. There's always some, every time I look into the face, you see something else. I love the Roman numerals. I love the way they enlarge and go smaller, a bit like Alice in Wonderland. You know,
yes, yeah.
It's a beautiful piece. I could see this under a really smart work suit as a lady, and just giving you that confidence.
Do you know, you've got a really nice blouse, a plain, very plain white blouse shirt with a little bow. And it's got it's like the dress you're wearing tonight, it's 3/4 sleeves.
Yeah.
That'd be great
It
against
would.
that.
Absolutely gorgeous. And then it's an automatic for £80. And an automatic means virtually by wearing it, we're creating time.
Yeah, exactly. It's perpetual motion. I mean, you see you're moving, and even you moving that is winding the watch. And 8 hours of wearing a day will keep this watch fully wound.
And even the back, how beautiful is that? And you can see the heartbeat, which is just incredible. And it always, and I say this often, which way am I going? There we go. I say this often, you look into that skeleton and you think, wow, someone's actually hand assembled every tiny piece that's in there. And they have to be done right, otherwise that watch is
exactly. I mean, there's the balance wheel, which you see on the left-hand side of the tick on the top. And if you look at the bottom, just look, you can see the gear train running through to the hands. So you can see it. That's what I love about Earnshaw. We're showing you these watches, but we're exposing everything. There's nothing hidden away behind an opaque dial there or a printed dial there. We want you to see how we've constructed each and every watch.
Amazing, isn't it?
And that piece that just moved there, that is the way you create the time.
That's the rotor. I mean, that is weighted. So even you see you've got those two cutouts in there, so you can see more of the movement. They have to compensate for the cutouts by actually putting more mass in the rotor. I mean, it's really technical watchmaking, but Earnshaw do that as a custom point because that is their rotor. The Geneva striping, that lovely striping on the metal, is a finish that's been put on top. The bridges are decorated on this as well. Can you see the behind there? You can see there's a panel there. That's got decoration on it as well. There are so many watches where you just see it as frosted or one colour, not with Earnshaw. And that's what I love about them, incredible value and incredible detail. And There is no way you can move this watch and it not be fascinating.
No, not at all. I love the shape, the tonneau shape, that barrel design as they call it. This could take the lead. It's been one of the most popular pieces on the show. 852074 is the item number. Lots of you have got these in baskets right now. You need to check out if you want to make sure you get hold of it. If you want to go to the web, you'll see everything that we have. ShopOnTV.co.uk. If you want to order on the phone, 03333 241 241. It's a beautiful timepiece. You will not be disappointed, and you are going to get that Thomas Earnshaw pen included as your complimentary gift if you go for the Thomas Earnshaw Gents Beauchamp. It's not just for gents, it's for whoever wants to wear it. Just ignore if it says gents. If you like
Absolutely.
it, buy it, whoever you are.
and a great gift idea. And that picture we said earlier doesn't give the watch justice, but you really do see the hands and the colour of the hands and the shape of the hands. You're absolutely loving that. Whether you're buying that for an 18-year-old or, again, it's one of those timeless pieces. Perhaps you've got a grandparent, a granddad that's got a special birthday coming up. It could be that perfect present. Or someone retiring could be that perfect gift. Or it could be a 30th or a 21st. It's going to work for absolutely everything. They won't think you spent £80. They'll think you spent 200, 220, 340 pounds is the price it should be. Honestly, you've got a really fabulous piece there. 852074 is your item number. Should be 340, £80 is why it's so busy today. And of course, you get the complimentary pen as well. Now we're moving on to another fabulous brand. We've had 4 really super brands tonight, haven't we?
Yeah, and ones that we don't often bring to the TV. I mean, it's really good because we've got a choice and we've got some stocks, and this is a great one to look at.
This is so unique. Look at the details, read the details, and we'll explain, because you might think, hang on a minute, solar powered? It's solar powered.
Exactly. This is the Sovet, which is a California brand, solar powered analog chronograph. So I mean, it's got a normal dial, no digital numbers there. It is a chronograph, but it's solar powered. So the dial itself is a solar panel, and once this watch is fully charged, and it's charged by sunlight, so just wear it, it's got 6 months of power reserve, and that is brilliant. There's no battery which needs to be disposed of. You don't have to open the case up to put a new battery in. It is solar powered, and the dial is a solar. Now these have just arrived, so you're all absorbing light. One's come to life under the studio lights because I literally unpacked them 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
And once they do that, once they absorb the light, then actually they charge and they work. And I think it's great. I own one of these. I bought one last year when they were in stock. And I think what's great about it is I've got a watch that's autonomously powered. It's brilliantly accurate, or my one is as well, and it's built well.
Now, yeah, we're just hearing breaking news on this one.
You have got 3 colour options at the moment.
So this is the neon that we're looking at. There's a deep blue and there's a black option available for you. However, we've just heard that every piece that we have already in people's baskets. If you've got these in baskets and you do want to make sure you get hold of it, especially with the specific colourway, please check it out sooner rather than later.
Absolutely. If you don't check out, there's going to be more people ordering than stock is available. So please do check your baskets out if you want this. We're down to nothing really if everybody checks the basket out. But it is still available for other people to grab it, because it's not yours until you check out. So though it is in your basket, someone else could order it. It comes with this fabulous pouch as well. Everything's so beautifully made.
Yeah, it's a California brand, and they're inspired by hot rods and custom motorcycles. So it's all about engineering, but again, being a California brand, it's about being eco-conscious as well. So even things like the packaging is lightweight to make it easy to ship, to transport. And I love the concept of the solar powered dial there, because as I said, it's 6 months power. Just wear it, it's not going to do it. That second hand will do a jump of 2 seconds, so it warns you when the power is running low, but you don't have to do anything, is it? Wear it or put it on your windowsill or leave it out. You know,
don't have to worry that you've forgotten the charger. I haven't bought the charging wire.
Don't need it.
You don't need it. That's it. Give it a bit of daylight.
Yeah.
Daylight is good for
You've
all
loved
of us,
this.
isn't it?
We knew you would, because it's a different story, isn't it? A solar powered watch. How great is that to talk about with your friends?
And I think also as well, let me just talk about the construction, because that's what I talk about here. Sapphire crystal, unidirectional bezel, full chronograph movement, marine grade 316R stainless steel case, stainless steel solid link bracelet with fold over to safety clasp, 100 metre water resistant. It's a great sports watch. If you're going travelling or cycling, or you want a holiday watch and you don't want to worry about it, this is a great, we call it a tool watch. It's a tool watch that you can have every day. And because it is solar powered, the battery's not going to go on you.
No.
It's just going to be there and work. And I think that's why I have one in my collection, because it's my grab and go watch. And often I've got mechanical watches and I change them for shows. This is the one that's always running.
You've got to get it now. If you've got it in a basket,
I love the neon.
You've got to confirm and check out the neon that I've got there, which is that neon pink. You've got the
black option, which there, and then I've also got that deep blue. So you've got a really lovely variation in colours, but I do think that neon does make it really, really special. But it's the right timepiece for you. Each of them come in that fabulous actual packaging as well, which makes it so easy to travel, and a really beautiful piece. Very first time we've had the brand with us here at Shop on TV, but actually the very first time this has been back in stock for the last 9 months in general. So really excited that it was this piece we've got available, and it's solar powered. How fabulous, just 2.5 hours in nice sunshine, and you have got 6 months of charge. How well made is that?
It's gorgeous, and it's such a great talking point. You've got to get it now if you want to get hold of it. It's going to go. It's all allocated into people's baskets. If you want to go to the phones, you could sneak one out of someone's basket.
Sadly, if you're all checked out now, some of you, it will say sold out. When we have more people ordering the stocks available, you might think, but hang on, it's in my basket. But it's not yours till you check it through. So more people could be having that same watch in their basket. So you will find your press checkout and it can say, sorry, it's sold out. So please, if you want it, check it through. If you don't, let it go and make sure somebody that does want it gets it.
And the story Hayley's just told applies to our next timepiece as well.
And I'm not
because
surprised.
over 50% already sold and gone through. The rest of it is already in shopping baskets. So again, if you've got it in a basket and you want it,
Fabulous
do
piece.
confirm your order. Great story here. First time we've done this brand.
First time we've done this brand. It's an aviation-inspired brand, but we do projects with meaning. So this is our Royal British Legion Flyboy. It's a limited edition of 500 pieces globally. That's worldwide.
Gosh.
It's a mecha quartz, so a hybrid mechanical quartz chronograph for the Royal British Legion. So proceeds from the watch will go to the Royal British Legion, and this is the 3rd year we've supported them. It's a really fascinating watch, a field watch, so very clear, very legible, green leather cut-edge strap, nylon strap as well there, lovely moulded numerals, which is a really big thing, internal rotating bezel. And Sean, I'm just going to move across so we can see, look, there's a bezel in there, a timekeeping bezel. So if we just do that and just do that, so you can see that's inside. Now that's all gearing and cams, so this is water resistant as well. There's the chronograph. I'm going to set that. That clicks because it's mechanical, and when you reset it, it's mechanical. Sorry, I'm going to reach around. It clicks back. So there's no motors. It's a mechanical chronograph on a quartz basis. Clear, legible, but it's the Royal British Legion edition. So usually we have a poppy on the dial. Can't see it. Very practical watch. So if I can show you exactly what happens here.
When we first saw this, and get ready, because as we bring the lights down and you see the difference, it's spectacular.
So now if you look,
So we
I'll get this. Yeah, there we go. There, so there are poppies. I've just got to get this at the right angle.
Now, it is much stronger and it's darker, but you can see it at home. But honestly, to have those poppies appear on the time face.
And the numerals for the timekeeping are very clear. Even the chronograph handles are loomed, but the poppies there, I mean, that's a different treatment on this. So it's very meaningful.
I'll take it away.
Fabulous. We know you can see that at home. It's absolutely fabulous, and a piece that will mean so much, I know, to so many. Whether you're buying that as a gift to that loved one, or whether you're buying it because it means so much to you. £350 is the price. It should be £180 is our price today, and there is a donation that goes alongside to the British Legion as well. That is the leather strap. Love the colour. And then this is your second option of strap, which is a material option, which is beautifully made. This is so strong.
Yeah, so it's woven nylon. There's leather keeper over the pinholes as well, and this is the Royal British Legion version, so there's an enamel poppy on here as well. Everything is with meaning.
It really is. And on top of that,
this is the Royal British Legion watch collector's box there. There's the poppy in the top. That is the complimentary gift. And there's a donation for the watch and for this for everyone that we supply. That's done.
That's fabulous, isn't it? How fabulous is that? What a fabulous piece, but more people ordering the stock is available. So if you do definitely want it, please do check your baskets out. Don't be disappointed. And a super limited edition, isn't it?
Yeah, 500 pieces, and that's globally. And there's a real demand for these, which is lovely because the project's so important. And we're coming up to the 80th anniversary of a lot of events. But I should say not anniversary, I should say remembrance of those things. So it's going to be a very significant year for the Royal British Legion.
And do check out now, very small numbers left of that, 344 100. And well done if you do manage to get it. I know it's going to mean so much. We're going to go to, I think, one final watch now. It's another favourite, and I'm not surprised because this is an absolute beauty. This is Cadola, which I only started working with just recently, and I've fallen in love with this brand. I love the look of their timepieces.
Yeah, really beautifully designed. I mean, it's a sports chronograph, that same hybrid mechanical quartz movement there, but with a genuine carbon fibre dial there. So there's a carbon fibre dial there, really sleek stainless steel case there, anodised pushers which match the start-stop pusher, matches the sub-dial there as well. Comes with a silicone strap. It's just a very smart, modern sports chronograph.
So cool, it really is. You can see the detail as we come closer onto the face. Now, you do get a second strap included. This particular one comes with this gorgeous pop of yellow that transforms the watch completely. £380 usual price, comes down to £150. Again, this has been another of our most popular pieces on the show. You will get a complimentary gift. You'll get some earbud headphones included, but you've got 3 colour options here.
You have. There's a lovely weight to this. I'm holding your blue tarmac option, which has got a really gorgeous blue bezel. That when that catches the light, that's stunning, and that really contrasts well with the silicone strap. That's a beauty, isn't it?
So that's your, what do we call
tarmac
blue, yeah. Again, you've got gorgeous contrast that you see there. So that comes with it's a really dark navy silicone strap, and then you've got the third option there,
which is your blue, actual orange, or orange blue. So you've got a blue, sort of turquoise blue strap, and then you've got the contrast with the orange details on the dial.
£150. Just quickly, Jonathan, it comes with those New Sound earbuds.
It comes with a set of New Sound Bluetooth earbuds. There they are. They're Bluetooth 5. They are touch sensitive. They charge up in their own case there, and that's the complimentary gift.
Brilliant show. Just got busier and busier as we come towards the end, as it always does. You do seem to stick around with us right to the end of the show, and it's lovely to have your company at this time in the morning. But anything you've got in your basket, do check it out.
Remember, we've got 2 timepieces that more people are ordering. The stock is available, so do check it out. Otherwise, sadly, you will miss out. And there's been some really fabulous prices tonight and massive savings. So whatever you've gone for, I know you're going to take it out of the box and truly fall in love with it. Or if it's a gift, they're going to do exactly the same. All with a 2-year warranty, John.
Everything with a 2-year manufacturer's warranty is supported here in the UK.
We've got to say a massive thank you to you,
thank
as
you.
always. It's always lovely to have your company, and a massive thank you for you joining us this evening as well. 3 fabulous hours of watching.
Yeah, fantastic timepieces. Now, remember, you can keep shopping after the show. You can still order on the phone, 03333 241 241. Make sure you join us every night here at Shop on TV. We'll see you later.
See you later. Bye-bye.